good.
Yeah.
We need the commercials.
We have them.
We have somewhere.
Yep, my fault. Good call.
I think we're live.
Had to get the pregame selfie. All right, here we go.
Absolutely.
Let's hope they play well. Battle.
All right, Spartans are on the field, and it looks like the seniors are all representing as captains today. If you notice, Susquehanna Township, Crystal Curry, who's a graduate of Milton Hershey School, her son is number 14, and when he comes out, he does a backflip for Susquehanna Township. So
Wow.
It's almost like a tradition. There he goes. Look.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had Crystal in class. Oh, geez, 2001. Always good to see her.
Great memory there.
Yeah, good kid.
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah, I was part of they invited me to be there at their lunch table. You know, it's like my first set of Milton Hershey daughters, second set of Milton Hershey daughters type of deal.
Yeah. Candace Ferguson, that whole group.
Yep. Candace Ferguson, Ashley Mundy, Taya Green.
Yeah.
You know, of course, we'll miss a few Fumi. We'll miss a few of those names because we got older.
Yeah. Marilyn Pantoja.
Yes, Marilyn Pantoja.
Yeah. It's like we have Jaden out there, Jaden Sopko, Xavier. Who else we got? Number 10, Elijah Hopkins. Zeke, one of our throwers, starting the day at tackle.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. Xavier starting at defensive end. He's out there for the coin toss.
This will be a very interesting matchup. I mean, Susquehanna Township, of course, this is probably one of their better teams in the history of head coach Joe Heaton. And Milton Hershey, of course, is scrappy as can be. And they're fighting for every inch that they can get. Nothing's been free this whole year. It's been a testament about resiliency and banding together.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. Both teams will be highly competitive.
Yeah, I give our seniors a lot of credit. They, some early adversity, start off 0-4. And have banded together, keep working hard.
That's all you can do,
Yep.
Had the my 40th reunion last night, and of course some of my teammates were just telling stories about, fighting and being very resilient. And being so proud and putting in so much work that
Spartans won the toss and they will defer.
Yeah, it's one of the best lessons from sports.
Will receive the kickoff.
Absolutely.
Yep. I was fortunate to walk one of our seniors out, Gavin Fenstermacher. He's in the band. I had him in class, and I asked him. I said, "Gavin, what's been the best part of this?" And he said, "The community." He said, "Just all the people, just how they care about each other, what they've done together. All the football, cheerleading, band. Good for all these kids."
Excellent. By our Milton Hershey School marching band. Once again, we'd like to extend a special welcome to all of our MHS alumni visiting their alma mater this weekend. We thank you for being a special part of the MHS community and supporting your fellow Milts.
Looking down, see Robin Ferrer about 8 rows down from us.
Oh, wow.
Alumnus of the Year 2 years ago. All he did during the pandemic in New York City. He was a defensive back with the football team in the late 90s. Great guy.
Played on the basketball team also.
Yep.
I'm uncertain if he was on the baseball team, but he had his hands filled
Yeah.
with different leadership opportunities at our school.
He was here from elementary division on.
Wow.
Yep. All right, beautiful day. Hershey, PA. Here we go.
I tell you, homecoming's just special. I love homecoming. You know, it's part football game, but part seeing your people that mean a lot to you.
Oh yeah.
Outside of the football game.
Yeah. Yep. Glad I'm here.
On to kick for the Spartans, number 56, Anwar White.
Yeah,
Anwar
Anwar White.
I had him in bio, man. Great kid. Undersized linebacker. Plays hard. Good sense of humor.
Back for Susquehanna is Crystal Curry's, who's an alumnus, her son. You know, they call him Poppy.
Yeah.
Very explosive. Does a lot of training. And I've known him since they were so small. It's great seeing all these kids grow up.
Yeah. Squib kick.
Yeah, they won't kick it.
Yep, there's no way. 6 got on it.
It's a good job. So Susquehanna has the ball
number 6, Josh Nemgite,
at the 28-yard line. And this will be interesting to see how our defense handles Susquehanna offense, which is a high percentage passing offense, straight ahead running offense. So it'll be very interesting, if we can get them into some longs, second and longs.
Yeah. You're telling me about Torrin, how he can take off the quarterback.
Torrin makes some good reads. He's not holding the ball for long, and
right.
He'll attack any gap that's open.
Quick hand off. Wrap him up.
It's probably Rocky Neville.
Carried by number 2, Seville. Tackled by number 40, Chris All.
Chris on the tackle. We did a nice job up front there. We didn't give him a big seam.
Second and
They're big up front, Susquehanna Township. I was looking at their heights and weights yesterday. Jeez. A lot of kids over 270 there. Most of those kids aren't fitting in large jerseys, Coach.
No. They're eating a couple meals a day.
Yeah, that left guard, it looks like he plays for Ohio State.
So we got a wide trips out here, usually quick screen.
Ooh.
But
wrap him up. There we go.
There we go.
Nice job. Right, that was AJ.
Evans taken down by number 44, Gabriel Herring.
All right, I have AJ 5th period, man. Funny kid, yeah. He's been excited about this. He's got a little more opportunity as the year's going on. Good to see.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity right here because traditionally, Susquehanna Township's number 1 is their big threat. He'll take a short pass. Jerry Kern.
Yeah.
He runs through my neighborhood at times training.
Yeah.
So they'll go high percentage pass to him. Or they'll go the back out of the backfield here.
Yeah. It's like we're in a zone.
Yep.
Get there.
Yep.
Got him. Yeah, I got AJ on an island. Touchdown.
One referee couldn't get up the sideline to stay.
Yeah.
So we got a touchdown.
Yeah.
Exactly what I talked about probably 2 minutes ago. That Torrin, he'll take a first look at a pass that's not there, then he'll hit a gap, and he has a significant amount of speed, and we have to get people flying to the football.
Yeah.
We have to get people flying to the football. We did a great job on the first initial run play, first pass play, but when he goes to those deep downs, we got to contain him. We cannot let him get outside the box.
Yeah, you saw AJ play before make that play in limited space. He can do that, but out in an island, out there in the flat with a quarterback like that, that's tough. You got to get people there. Yesterday in a Hall of Fame ceremony, a young man by the name of Chris Clark got inducted into our Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
And one of the things he was great at was redirecting, getting to the ball. Bob Guy heard him say it 1,000 times about Chris Clark. You know, a team may make 5, 6, 8 yards. They're not making past 12 or 15 because Chris Clark's there. You know, we've had over the years, you know, Josh Parra and Aaron Dabney, guys like that who just flew to the ball. Play like that, everybody backside got to get there. You know, as you slow them down, somebody's got to knock them out of bounds.
You know, as we say, and we've coached up, you know, being coaches underneath Coach Guy, and I played under Coach Guy, you know, you want to get into the picture.
Yes.
Meaning get into the picture. Wherever the ball is, you want to be in that picture at the end of the time. You don't want to watch football. You want to be at the football.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a difference, and that's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mindset of a great defense is that, hey, even if it plays away from me, I'm gonna get to the ball, get a good pursuit angle.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes you can't match speed.
No.
I mean, you can't match speed. Like, you know, Torrin has a very deceptive speed.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a long strider, and he'll go.
All right, here we go. Who we have deep?
Can't see the numbers, sir.
Brought my binoculars.
A little bit of a squib. I'm not a fan of that. I understand. That's number 9.
Number 9,
Yeah.
Xavier Blamo.
I understand what Xavier's doing, but you know, let's go.
Yeah. Let them go, especially that far back.
Let's protect it. You're on that last row, so you have some skills. Let's get that ball and go.
Yeah, get possession.
No.
We had William Masry back. I have him in class, sophomore. He's worked his way into a little more playing time. And looks like we got 2 number 2s, Coach. I'm not sure if that was Jaden or Kamari. Kamari Clark. That's probably Kamari. All right, here we go. First offensive series. See if we can get the ball moving. See if we can spread them out.
We got a wide trips to our offensive left. Single back here. Logan, back to pass. The ball's up. It's a good ball. Oh, we got to make a play.
We got to make a play.
We got to make a play.
Up front, you know, talking to you this week about their defense. Up front, we did a great job of pass protection there. We got separation, our feet were moving.
That was probably one of the best passes I've seen Logan throw all the year. It was on the sideline. Only we could catch it. We have to make a play. Our receivers, everyone on this field has to make a play.
Yeah, there's going to be limited opportunities against a team that's good. We have an opportunity, you got to make a play.
I mean, they're coming up with a 5-person front right here. They're pretty much running a traditional 5-2 defense with the linebackers a little bit wider.
All right, Logan for 2.
Logan Jerry on the carry.
I think Susquehanna's linebackers are probably not so much worried about the run, but they're there to spy Logan.
Yes.
You know, to spy Logan because he's an incredible threat.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I think I hit the microphone. Yeah. So about 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. We got trips down to the lower right here.
I think they're locked in man, Coach.
They are.
Yeah, no free safety. That time they got passes. I'm not sure if there was a slant on. Looked like number 55 up front for them.
4th and 11 for the Spartans.
Yendor Mack. Nose tackle, yeah.
I spied that a little bit. He just bull rushed the guy and then separated from him.
Yeah.
You know, he did a good job of using his hips and his hands to get rid of him. Now back deep in this punt is where it can get very interesting because you got Kern back who once again is deceptive in his speed.
That's Braylon with the punt.
That's not a bad punt.
No.
Because those guys back there are very dangerous for Susquehanna Township.
Yeah. Braylon's one of our wrestlers, Coach.
Okay.
One of our wrestlers. Hopefully he's excited about wrestling season, I know. But
excellent.
Let's finish strong today. All right, here we go.
All right, second defensive series here.
Yep.
Susquehanna comes out with a double twins or double slots, depending on what.
Yeah, like a wide slot, deep motion.
Okay, deep motion, but I
think
we were in the
bumping. Run. Won't get there. Gang tackle up front.
Carry by number 2, Rakeem Seville. Tackle by number 67, Jeremiah Pritchett.
Yeah, like Jeremiah's the first one there. A lot of guys up front. Susquehanna going quick, no huddle.
2nd and 6.
That's a nice job up front again there.
44.
Yeah.
44.
Yeah, it was AJ.
AJ.
Got the binoculars, though, Coach. Say up front. Up front, Big John Alicia. It says Lawrence. Is Lawrence 64? But they did a nice job of standing them up and getting down the line of scrimmage.
So it's interesting. They took 44 out, so I think they're anticipating more of a passing situation. It looks like there's man down here. There's empty back. This is dangerous for Susquehanna Township's quarterback.
Yeah. We're sending 2. Quick pass. Come on, get there. Get there.
Good job. They're going for it.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Evans pass.
Like Jeremiah lost his helmet.
Complete.
Jeremiah Pritchett.
Tackle by number 8, Kamari Cooper.
Who'd they put in?
This will be interesting. We got to watch the snap count.
Yeah.
4th and 3 for Susquehanna.
They might go straight ahead to Seville. I don't know if he's in the backfield. No, he's not in the backfield. They're going wides.
Yeah.
It might turn into quarterback ISO here.
Yeah. Stop.
Ball's out. Ball's
Get
out.
there. We're there.
Good
nice
job,
play.
Spartans.
There we go. There we
Good job,
go.
Spartans.
That's it.
Nice defensive
It's big.
It's
big.
defensive series.
All right. Story of the season's been now, can we move it?
Yep.
Can we move it offensively?
Number 55, John Alicia.
All right,
job,
Spartans.
John.
Let's go here. Let's get some momentum. Let's move the ball.
Yep.
Let's take what's given to us. Let's run hard and catch.
Talked to Coach Baker, said Elijah Gibbs is really finding a rhythm at offensive guard.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Great
young
kid.
guy. It's trap. Pitch.
Let's go. Cut behind the
Get a
block.
field. Get a field.
Carry by number 5, Caden Luckett.
Caden did a great job. He did a great
Right.
job on that outside, but he has to read and cut off the backside of your blocker.
Right.
Because
For the Spartans.
we did a good job of kicking the block out. He has to cut behind that, and then he could work his way back out to the sideline.
Yeah. I remember sitting in video with Bob Geyer for years talking about our running backs getting their shoulders square so that they can do that. You know, being under control.
Yeah, sometimes, guys with speed, they just want to go outside instead of simplifying some things and reading a block. The snap is
Take
hard.
care of that bad snap.
Come on, that's twice.
We had 2 guards pulling and getting movement up front. Again, we got against a team that's good. We got to take our opportunities.
It'll be a 3rd and 9 for the
You know?
Spartans.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 9.
Man. If we can't get the snap with perfect timing, it throws everything off.
Yeah.
And the defense is at advantage because Susquehanna's front line is pretty quick also. And it allows them to play man-to-man pretty much. They're in the zone. They're in the zone. They're in the zone.
Rid of it. Oh! Try a quick screen.
Jerry's pass is incomplete.
That's 2
Brings up a
drops.
4th and
Yeah.
9 for the
That's
Spartans.
2 drops, man. Catch the ball. Do your job. Not being harsh and just catch the ball. Do your job.
No, they're basic stuff. That's to be successful at this level. I mean, easiest day of the year, coach, is the day before practice starts. Every other day, you're working your tail off, and you got to make plays.
Got to make plays.
Got to make plays.
Teammates are counting on you to make your plays. Yeah. And these young men want to make plays also. But it's discipline and be focused. That's a good, nice high punt.
Get there,
for the
get
fumble.
there. There we
Great
go.
job.
Punt and receive, number
Nice
7,
19-yard line. Force them to go to whole field.
It's a good job. Steph Millett did a nice job on a fair catch there. And our defense, we had a decent series the last time.
Yeah.
We just gotta find a way to get our offense churning. There's a different field position now.
Well, besides the breakaway by Torrin, we've held them.
Yes, sir. Coach Moore, you are 100% right. That offensive line is huge. It's huge. They're running outside.
When you and I played, there was nobody in the mid-pen that big, and they have 5 guys bigger than anybody that was in the
Carry by
mid-pen when
number
we played.
2. Rakeem Seville.
Them and McDevitt and Harrisburg.
Tackle by number 40, Chris Aw.
All right, Chris All there. Good job, Chris. Again, we strung it out.
Susquehanna.
Strung ahead. And once again, no, Rakeem Seville, he's a no-nonsense runner. He's going to hit first-person contact. He's not going to bring him down. So we got to pursue to the ball and get to his legs because we got trips down here. It looks like we got a zone down here.
Yep.
Ball's
Long
up.
ball. Get there. Oh! Ooh, he dropped it.
Evans' pass is incomplete.
That was Poppy. That was Crystal Curry's kid.
Crystal probably didn't see it. She's probably out here behind the stands talking to all her old friends.
Nah, her and her little daughter Braylon, I'm sure they were in. Well, you know what? She could be out talking, but she's usually front and center supporting all her kids.
That's true.
She has her 2 sons are in playing collegiate football at I think St. Francis and Morgan State. You know, so and then these twins are here as juniors at Susquehanna Township.
Right.
So yeah, it's good. Okay, we got man-to-man down here.
Motion.
Quick screen.
We have a nice little stunt on there, Coach. We had a nice little twist stunt up top right there.
Yes, sir. We blew that whole thing up.
Nice.
You know, there was no gaps, no way for the running back to get any momentum.
Yeah, Lawrence was in there again. Our linebackers were in there. That was a nice job.
What scares me on that last play is that the guy went in motion and we had nobody adjust at all. You know, if I'm play calling, I'm coming back to that quick screen right back out to him, have one-on-one blocking here. You know, now we're in an empty backfield. There might be a little motion across.
They got quads down here.
And we have a linebacker out here on the most inside person.
Right. They're sending him right across the middle. Get there. Ooh.
Great job. Great job.
Get a hand up.
Great job.
Knocked down by number 80, Calvin Gubbs Jacobs. Brings up a 4th.
CGJ.
There we go, 4th.
Great job.
Yep.
Great job. Our defense is doing a great job so far. We got to get some momentum on offense.
Right.
You know, take care of all the little things, because all the little things matter.
Yeah, they do.
With Susquehanna Township punting now, don't even see the punter back.
Where is he?
There's no punter back there.
There's no punter. They're going to have to burn a timeout.
The punter didn't come out.
There he is. He's going to hear about that.
Clock, 10 seconds.
Yep.
Joe's going to have to use one.
Yep.
He can't. 3, 2.
They got it off. Oh!
Poison.
They're right there. Get away from it. All right, another good defensive series. There we go. Gets a 9-0 team.
That's a great job. That's a great job.
It's a great job. Up front, we're doing a nice job. Our linebackers getting to the ball. All right, here we go, Spartans. Let's get something moving. And number 1, let's get the snap. Let's take care of the little things.
Yeah.
You know, let's get the snap. Let's get on our blocks.
I often used to tell my freshman teams, I said, you know, the offensive line was like, what's the most important position on the team? They're like, quarterback. I said, no. I said, our center.
Yeah.
I said, we can't do anything without the ball coming back consistently, you know, on timing. And that's critical because everything else is based off of that.
When I was in college, I got moved to center, and I had to call all the pass blocking schemes and run blocking stuff. With that, we faked them out. We had 2 guys getting tackled down the ball.
Holy cow. I thought number 24.
Yep, I did too.
Princeton
20 had the ball.
Princeton Kinama did a great job of carrying out his fake and getting tackled. That's an awesome job, man. That's taking care of the details.
Yep, that was nice.
We got 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8, still run possibilities, you know, on this play. Got motions, turns into
on the
trips.
Backfield.
Center never snapped the ball.
Oh, man.
We just talked about the most important position on the field.
Center's got
the center. We need the ball. We need the ball, center.
We might need that snap.
2nd and 13.
All right, here we go,
We
Spartans.
need the ball. And who's playing center now? Is John?
Center they started with Elijah. Elijah's in there,
center.
senior, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Please refrain from standing along the fence. Please find a seat in the stands.
Called the same play.
Ooh, man. Rolling out. No! Get there. Get there.
Go across your body.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wrap him up.
Logan Gary's pass intercepted by number 4, Jasani Brown.
Break the pocket. Nothing there. Throw it out of bounds, Logan. Let's get to the next play. Get to the next play. We got to coach him up.
Yeah, he couldn't see that backside linebacker coming. All right, short field, but hey, our defense has done well last couple series. See what we get.
I wouldn't be surprised if Susquehanna goes up top one time here.
Oh, yeah, throw it to the corner.
Yeah. It almost looks like this man-to-man. They might go double move with number 1 up top here.
Right.
You know, or both sides.
1-2. There's nobody locked on their number 3 on the top.
Yep.
There's nobody locked on their number 3 on the top.
Got free safeties cheating over to that.
What? Yeah, say right there he is. Yeah, he's wide open.
Yep. And that speed.
Jeez. Coach, we had nobody on him.
Pass complete to number 3, Zakir Leaks, results in the Susquehanna touchdown.
You know, so what some teams do, and Milton Hershey just did that, is they try to have the free safety in the middle.
Sure.
He's responsible for number 3. You're not going to get there.
No, not in that. Not in a flare pass like that.
You're not going to get there. You know, what we've done, what we've coached sometimes is you can make it look like you're in the middle of the field, but then as the cadence you got to get over there.
Yeah, you got to move.
You got to go because that was the correct pattern and play for that whole defensive scheme there.
The quarterback read it right.
Kick is no good.
And then as you can see, when you get some of their athletes out into the space, it's a foot race. Their number 1 receiver, Kern, was doing a great job stalk blocking. You know, and we got to play it better. We got to play it better.
You know what that play started with? A great snap from the center. Seriously, could catch it with his eyes open to see the field.
It's important.
You know? Yeah.
It's important. I love the comments alive here.
Coach, did you know that Milton Hershey School began in 1909 as a dream and vision shared by chocolatier Milton S. Hershey and his wife, Catherine?
Oh, wow. Wow, yeah. I think I kind of knew that one.
I thought you did, yeah. Did you know MHS is one of the world's best private schools where qualifying students in pre-K through 12th grade live on campus and receive an exceptional educational experience with all costs covered? That includes clothing, food, and medical, dental, and mental health services. That's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, we are. And I've been fortunate the last couple of weeks. We hired a couple of young teachers, and they're loving being here in the mission and just the energy that our staff brings to our kids. You know what I mean? Like how much people actually care about our kids, whether it's cafeteria workers or our custodial staff or teachers. They're amazed. You know, we have an afternoon where we talk to house parents, and they're like, every one of these house parents really cares about the kids. I said, yeah, we're the Milton Hershey School. We care about our kids.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
You can't work here without buying into the mission.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Agree with that. All right, Coach, 30-yard line starting off. Let's get the snap. Let's make some plays.
Got the kicking tee still out on.
Yeah, that's a problem.
On the chat, on the YouTube chat, I can see a name you might be familiar with, Rico Fleming.
Ricardo
Fleming.
I miss Rico.
What a great guy. Is he in California now?
He is, yes. Nick Leister moved back, but Rico's still out there. I'm not sure if he coached this fall.
Right.
But, man, I love seeing that picture of him coaching last year. Yeah.
Talk about someone who had just a lot of passion.
Yeah.
Had a lot of passion, man.
Yeah. Good energy. Great teammate, great linebacker for us. Yeah.
We got a Joe Messmers on the chat.
Joe. I remember Joe.
Someone comment, why don't we stream the marching band in color guard?
Well, they were streaming the pregame when they did all their stuff, didn't they?
I'm not sure. I was back.
Yeah. But I saw the video was on next to us with our technical guys, who are incredible, by the way, man. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, and the marching band did a great job. They had a whole waterfall type deal going on. You know, they're sounding the best they've sounded in a bunch of years. You know, so They're doing a great job. So back
Jeremy's
to the game.
doing a
We
great
have
job.
a 3rd and 9, Coach.
Yep.
Not
Right.
ideally
No.
for us, because this Susquehanna Township's
John Alicia's
up.
leaning in a stance there. Screen,
Little
get a
screen.
field. Go, go, go,
It's
go,
not
go,
flag
go, go.
football. Let's get
Come
to
on.
the end zones.
You gotta go
Come
north
on.
and south.
Again, Luggett. Taking
Gotta go
down
north
number
and south.
6, Josh Nengite.
TJ,
4th and 9 for the
come
Spartans.
on. We got to plant that foot and attack
Yeah.
the defense. Attack the defense, man. We can't go side to side. Side to side does not make it in
Nope.
competitive football. When you're playing a lesser opponent, you might have some advantages there, but ultimately you have to go towards the end zone.
Right. Not against these guys.
It's a decent punt, another fair catch.
Another fair catch. There you go.
Punt taken by number
35.
7, Millette. It'll be a Susquehanna. 1st and 10.
Besides the interception, we've forced them to move the ball long field.
They have 2 plays, 2 long scoring plays
Right.
that have been the huge difference in this. So there hasn't been a methodical drive down
No.
the field that
No.
they're just pounding us, 5 yards, 5 yards,
Right.
5 yards. It's some breakout situations, and I think we can do a better job of manning that up.
Right.
Once again, we got the high trips to our defensive left.
See if we make an adjustment. Our safety's still over the outside shade of the tackle.
It looks like our outside linebackers responsible.
Now we got to him. Get out there.
It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much.
We're dropping 4 or 5 steps while they're going lateral.
As I've seen Susquehanna all year, they're throwing that high percentage play
Right.
and letting their guys go in space.
Right.
So that third receiver is being covered by someone deep on the defense. They're just throwing a quick pass to him, and getting up the field.
That's just a long handoff. A
Exactly.
long handoff.
It's an incredibly long handoff.
Yep. That's basically a sweep for 7 yards.
So 2nd down, this is an option play. They can run the ball, or they can go ISO for the quarterback. That's
Nice
a nice
job
play.
there wrapping them
They
up.
shot the gap.
Real nice job.
They shot the gap, which means our defensive line did their job.
Yeah.
Carried by number 2, Seville. Tackled by number 56,
Yep.
Anwar White.
That was Anwar in there again. Looks like we had Anwar on the stunt. Big John Alicia run over his guy.
Yep.
Good for those guys. That's it. Okay, now force 3rd and a little long here.
3rd and long. Got to watch the trip side.
Right, trips towards us.
Trips to us.
We got to cheat out there. Not cheat out. We got to get out there. There's no, man.
This is too much space to cover.
Yeah, we're
Now it's quads.
15 yards off.
Now it's quads. They just ran a simple hitch.
Yeah, but their coaches are going to see that.
Complete to number 1, Kern. Picks up a Susquehanna.
They
First
ran
down.
this. They knew it was man-to-man on that backside, and
Right.
they ran the hitch. And Kern is crafty and veteran enough that he went 2 yards past the sticks before he
Right.
broke it down.
Right.
And then Torrin just delivered the ball where only his guy can get it. But still,
Yeah.
our defense is here. Our defense is there. You see these flat backs, balls on the ground.
Bubble. Get there. His knee was down.
Knees were down. That's center position,
Yep.
Coach.
You got it.
That's center
Got to
position.
get snapped.
I remember there was a young man, I can't remember his high school, but I know he went to Shippensburg,
Yeah.
played D2 football at Shippensburg, and he was a long snapper.
Yeah.
And I think he did like 10 or 12 years in the NFL as a long snapper.
Oh, yeah.
As a long snapper, man. It's incredible.
There's a guy I played with, Ethan Albright. He was a tight end. They kept getting bigger. He's an offensive tackle, but he was an all-state basketball player.
Uh-huh.
And he was a heck of a long snapper. And he went undrafted. He ended up playing in the NFL for like 18 years. He played with the Redskins, the Colts, he started with the Dolphins. Yeah, Ethan Albright, long snapper. He was like a backup tackle, but his forte was long snapper.
Milton Hershey School 0.
All right, that's the end of the first quarter. Our defense doesn't look bad.
Nope.
We got to tighten up some things offensively. We got to execute when we can. But I know one thing.
What's that?
In our human resources spots, we're looking for some great
Once again, special welcome
staff.
to all our
Yes.
Milton Hershey alumni.
As a year-round
This
home and school for over
weekend for homecoming
2,100 students,
weekend. If you are from a
the
class
variety
of
of
1970s,
full-time
let's
and
hear it.
part-time jobs we offer may surprise you. We employ roles from teachers,
Where's our
house
alumni
parents
from
to
the classes
healthcare
of the
professionals
80s?
and maintenance workers. At MHS, you can earn competitive pay and receive comprehensive benefits that fit your lifestyle. Advance the school's mission to impact lives in your area of expertise. MHS employs over 250 house parent couples to oversee student homes. House parents care for students and teach them life skills outside of school hours in these homes. And did you know we also have transitional living assistants who help our seniors prepare for life after high school in apartment-style homes. They budget for food, utilities, etc. At MHS, your career has a visible impact on the lives of our students. Learn more about how you can become part of the MHS community. Visit mhskids.org/careers.
Quick jet sweep. That's way to the ball. There we go.
That's a great
There we
job.
go. Great pursuit. That's it.
Tackle by number 6.
TJ.
Yeah, that was TJ. Coach, I stopped by T.L. Cooper the other night. I dropped off some from our students to talk to a young man there who was new to Milton Hershey. He was hired for a TL position. He was just commenting on what a great, because he had been in schools every place, what a great idea this was for kids. You know, between high school and college, how much responsibility they had. Yeah, he was commenting about how much value he saw in that after he had been a high school English teacher and what he thought this would have helped some of his kids in prior schools.
Wow.
All right, we got to the ball.
Complete to number 1.
Not first down yet. So we got third short.
We got fourth and short. Fourth and short.
Yeah.
I know a team about an hour from here I know what kind of play they would run on this.
Yeah. Sneak,
tush, push, whatever you want to call it. You'll count on your linemen up front.
Yeah, those big bodies, man. They go sideline to sideline, toe to toe. They're not that big. Toe to toe.
This would be interesting if Torrin's going to read this or just hand it off to Rocky Seville.
Quick count. They got us. They got us on the no play, coach.
It's a reminder.
Got us on the no play.
I mean, across the board, you should be out. Watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Yeah.
Watch the ball.
On movement.
But you know when you're ready to go.
Oh, you're ready to go. You're ready to go.
You're ready to go. A fly, a mosquito can set you off, man. You just want to make a play, man.
Been there.
Yes, sir. So we got 1st and 10. We blitz the outside linebacker.
Get there. Wrap him up. There. Hold on to him.
Good job.
Yep.
Our backside, the only thing I don't like about our backside is, once again, we're watching football instead of getting to football.
You got to sprint to the ball. You have to sprint to the ball.
Because you just never know.
Right.
You know?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, myself, I played alongside Andy Taylor, rest in peace. You know, he was a big, huge defensive lineman. And, of course, a lot of plays ran away from us. But he and I took a lot of pride of getting that pursuit angle and getting to the other side of the field.
Yeah.
You know, so it's interesting. That's effort.
Anwar again.
Susquehanna.
And up front, allowing her to get to the ball. It's tough for teams to throw that 3-4 yard out for 60, 70 yards. You know, in high school, it's tough. So as a calling the defense, if they're going to hit 1 or 2 of those, we tackle them for 3 yards. We'll take that. That's a play we'll give them because it's difficult for high school kids. You got to get the snap. You got to get the ball. If you got to look at it and tuck it away, you're not fumbling it. You just got to get there. Wrap him up. Look at that.
Good job.
Nice job. That was Elijah Gibbs. Elijah Gibbs getting a defensive snap. One of his brothers are here. Yeah.
The young pup of the Gibbs family.
Yeah.
Did a great job. Nice, soft-spoken young man, very respectful, and his dad is an incredible chef or barbecue chef, or I don't know how you call that.
Yeah.
Back there in the Chester area.
Ball. There we go. Nice job.
Great job, Spartans. Great job.
Nice job. Woo. Look at that.
Recovered by number 58, Dwayne Mitchell.
Dwayne Mitchell. They got Dwayne Mitchell on 58. Nice job, Dwayne.
Good job.
All right, come on. We got to get some points on the board here.
We just got to get some momentum offensively. Right. We got to have something that's unpredictable and attacks what they're given. We've thrown the middle screen, but their linebackers have been so disciplined and just hung out, and then they just fly into the football.
Okay, that middle.
You see what they did to our trips now. You see, they bring 3 over.
They got all 3 out
just
there.
Man it up.
All right.
Come on.
Got north and south. There you go. Keep moving. There you go.
Oh.
Carry by number 20, PK Kanama.
So we got a flag on the play. We got face mask.
There's a face mask.
Face mask.
There we go.
All right. Okay, Spartans.
All right.
We'll take that.
There you go. First down.
So 5 or 15. Let's see here.
Now, football's interesting. That number 6, and he's the one who we see the inside receiver on trips on a touchdown. Is that 6 for them?
Josh.
Josh,
I think it was Josh, yes.
He has one of those extra foam things on his helmet. You know, we ran right at him that play. He's high. He just plays high, but man, he can move.
Yeah.
Logan Jerry on the carry. Tackle by number 34, Elijah Simmons.
You got to stay on blocks longer. We were 1,000.
I know one of these guys for Susquehanna, and I might be mistaken. It might be number 3.
Yeah.
You know, Zykeir Leaks.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's offered by Syracuse or signed to Syracuse.
Really?
I'm not sure, but I know I recall reading or seeing something in the community about that. Good job. Run through that.
Nice ball. We're looking in. Away. There you go.
Don't watch. Push that.
Whoa.
Cooper.
That's stupid.
Yeah, you can't hit him in the head.
Mark. 4, Brown.
Don't try to explain yourself.
Yeah, you just can't do it.
Make a tough play and get back. Could have got ejected for that.
Yeah.
Talented young man. Talented young man has to get in control of his emotions, you know, and get to the next play.
Yeah, that's what Coach Teller's telling him right now.
Absolutely.
Not acceptable. Not acceptable.
Okay, so now we have a 3rd and short. This is our best offensive series so far. They got 5 deep, and we're throwing the ball.
North and south. Go. That's it.
Jerry's pass to complete to number 20, PK Kanama. On the play.
So here's the problem with the play. It was a screen. It was called well.
Right.
But the back catching the screen, he has to make sure he's behind the line of scrimmage.
Right.
So when he was past the line of scrimmage, he made all those linemen illegal.
Right.
You know, and it's tough, but that's the discipline that you have to have. Is that on that screen, be patient, be patient, and then make sure you're behind the line of scrimmage, so that those linemen all stay legal.
Yep.
And what they did is the one referee threw the flag, and he checked with the head guy, and he said, yeah, that was past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So it was an easy call. Take off, Logan.
Go, Logan. There you go. Get a feel.
That's first. All right, Jaden.
There you go.
That's good job, Jaden. Nice hands catch.
Yep. Good pace.
Spartans, first down.
All right, got momentum here.
Coach, when Milton Hershey played Middletown in the 80s, I don't think either team ever ran trips. Or shotgun.
I don't know if it was allowed.
It was allowed.
I don't know if it was allowed in the mid-pen at that time.
Yeah, the only plastic was in the mouthpieces, not the turf. Get a feel. There you go, Logan.
Logan did a great job of
did.
keeping that.
Logan Jerry on the carry.
It's incredible.
By number 11, Smith.
Yeah.
Susquehanna's defensive lineman got a good rush and push, and we sealed enough and to hit those gaps.
Right.
It'd be ideal if we had some kind of play action and then dumped right where those linebackers are leaving from.
Right.
So we got double twins or double slots.
Double slots. The snaps are better, but we're getting a rush now. All right, Logan.
Come back to it.
There we go. Get a feel. There we go. We're in. Touchdown. Nice.
Touchdown.
Nice job, Logan.
Logan Jerry breaking free.
Yep.
Caden Gantz coming back for the ball and then wanting the end zone.
There we go.
Great job. Extra point to come. We're going muddle huddle first. We're going muddle huddle, see if we have any free.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. they got to move up.
Yeah, we got 3. We actually got 2 muddle hulls going, Coach.
Yeah. They're going to run it.
Look at that. That's a legal
right.
play. Nice 2-point play, Coach. Really like that, how they spread it out both sides.
Yep.
Nice job.
Is good.
That's awesome.
Susquehanna Township 13, Milton Hershey School 8.
That helps us. They missed an extra point. We got a 2-point conversion. That's big at the end of the game. I looked at the scores last night, just 2 seconds on my phone. So many games are 1 point, 2 points. I mean, important games for playoffs. Teams winning their divisions.
Teams fighting for that last district playoff spot. Yeah, it's Mid-Penn football is very competitive. YAIA football down in York,
Lancaster, Lebanon,
extremely competitive.
Yeah.
Next weekend we'll have some good teams playing.
Yeah.
Back deep for Susquehanna, number 14.
All right.
Raymond Sweat.
Before I came up here, I came around the corner and Solange and Brittany attacked me, and I told them I'll see them at halftime. So good to see them.
Miss those girls, man.
Girls who part of our conference championship track and field team, sacrificed a lot, did a lot of events, all for the sake of their teammates in their school.
Yeah, they did. Squib it. Get to the ball. They got possession, 35. And we had the honor of putting our feet in the Pacific Ocean with Solange.
Oh, my goodness.
Our trip to Oregon.
In Oregon.
Qualified for nationals in the summer, yeah.
Eugene,
yeah.
Unforgettable trip.
Yeah.
Unforgettable bunch of kids.
Yeah.
So thankful that Milton Hershey supports our students to be national, on the athletic side, and also national and getting the name of Milton Hershey out in the AAU track and field, where there's over 15,000 student athletes from all ages at Junior Olympics. So the Mills for Life Mills for Life Track Club, we take our job serious as being a delegation for our school.
Right.
It's a great job.
There we go. Get to the ball. That's it. Look at the pursuit. That's it.
Get to the ball.
That's it.
A great job.
We had 9 gold helmets there, Coach. Good energy. That's it.
TJ did a great job of breaking down, keeping his center of gravity low, and just wrapping up and holding on for his teammates to get there. So it's a good job. There's a little momentum shift here that you can feel, somewhat. We just got to make sure that offensive position-wise, our defense matches it. Because we're outnumbered right now in that tight trips up there. Man. We're outnumbered right now.
Now quads. Oh, we got to get somebody out there. Get there, wrap them up.
Yep.
Evans pass complete to number 3. Leaks.
So it's twice now they used that as a decoy.
Yeah.
And they went to the single coverage over here.
Right. George Chant was big on that. Is a lot of decoys just trying to isolate somebody. Especially if he felt he had the upper hand. He'd isolate, and if you could break 1 or 2 of them.
That's a set. They've hit that twice now. The next play is a hitch and go.
Yeah.
That side.
Yeah.
Because we're in press coverage now.
Right. We're tight.
We're in press coverage now, and
now they threw it to their guy coming out of this.
Great job.
That was a nice tackle.
Great job.
Real nice tackle.
That's TJ again, man. He's having one, man. TJ is having one. Heck of a defensive game right now.
Nice job, TJ. Nice job.
2nd and 9 for Susquehanna.
No fear in getting out there and making that tackle, man.
Nope. Did a great job of keeping the center of gravity low and tackling at the waist.
Yep.
Got trips up here. We got isolation again up top to our defensive right. Let's see if it's a hitch and go or just going to run past them.
Let's not go, Anwar.
Blitz.
They picked him up.
Got blitz.
Got to get there. Yeah. Oh.
Poppy.
Yep. He did a nice job there. He knew he had leverage. Plant and go the other way. That was nice.
First down.
It's good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Yep.
Defense is not breaking. They've bent a little bit. outside of two long scoring plays, they're there, man. We just got to make sure that
against a good team,
it's good teams that we keep flying to the football, throw their rhythm off somewhat.
Get there, come up, make that wrap 'em up.
That's what happens. You fly to the football.
Second guy got
to
there.
the football.
Yep. That's it.
Good job.
That's it.
2nd and 7 for Susquehanna.
They pull TJ out there.
Kamari's in.
Yeah.
Got to be disciplined. This trips over here again.
Yeah.
We're almost 10 yards off of the second receiver.
Now he's 11, 12. Can't be cheating. He's going to be in the end zone
Wise
soon.
over here.
Get there, right to that guy.
Evans pass complete to number 6, Nedgeit.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that kid and his speed, but
right,
he's backing. He's at 12 yards backing up, and the ball snapped. I doubt he's. I mean, they're high school kids. They're probably not. He's a kid. He's not coached to drop that far, but that's how awareness.
Claudia Benjamin was just trying to call me. Had to text her back and tell I'm in the football booth.
Yeah, she's down there with the white hat.
No, I'm not sure. Hopefully she could come visit.
I saw her yesterday, man. So good to see her over in Founders Hall. Yeah, so good to see Claudia.
I think she's on her 20th.
She is. They all are, yeah. So Marty Coleman and GB and those guys, yeah. It's good to see those guys.
Oh, my
all
goodness,
back?
man.
Yeah. Yeah. Josh Pope was on his way. He wasn't here yet. Yeah, good to see those guys.
Yeah, I called them. They said Josh Pope had a bread and breakfast, B&B. He rented a bread and breakfast, and then we're heading to our Raf's place. I said, I will catch you tomorrow. I said, I will catch you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, second down.
That inside
take
guy.
That! Oh, my gosh! Come on! Oh, that was a heck of a break. Come on, Isaiah. You still be running right now. Come on. Oh, man, come on.
Coach, I saw him on the third guy inside go and said he's open, and then you saw him come up.
Oh, man. That's the opportunity.
That was the play.
That's the opportunity. He'd be sprinting up the sideline.
That might be maybe one of these backside guys got some. Maybe not. That might have been a touchdown. That puts us ahead. That changes the whole game. There's only like a minute 30 in the first half. Come on, he's got the corner. He's over the line of scrimmage. He is over. Nice play.
Great job.
I think he was over the line of scrimmage. They're not calling it. No, he wasn't. I'm sorry. He was a foot behind. He was a foot behind.
Big play.
For Susquehanna.
Wasn't seeing my angles were there, Coach. Not checked again. Nah, he wasn't.
Yeah. That was a good thing. That ball was inside of Kearns' hands.
Yes, it
Our
was.
defensive back did a great job of breaking and right through those hands. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So this is fourth down. This is dangerous because we got number two's not covered over here.
Come on, move up.
They only need about 8-9 yards.
15 yards off. Get there.
Lose contain.
Get there.
He's going for the sticks.
Yeah, he's got it.
You can't lose contain.
Nah.
Golden rule of defensive football. You cannot lose contain. You got to hold the edges and keep people in.
So make that field narrower than it is. Don't let them get outside of you. It's tough to teach kids. It's tough for kids. You need a lot of reps to understand it, and most of our kids aren't in that position much.
But the thing is, one of the oldest and golden rules is keep your outside shoulder free.
Right.
Keep your outside shoulder free.
Right.
Ball's up.
Oh! Jeez. We got to catch him.
Oh, man.
That's two in our hands.
We've dropped 2 passes thrown to us, and we've dropped 2 of their passes
thrown to us.
Oh, my word, man. Holy cow. Come on, Spartans. This is a great opportunity.
Yeah. We got less than a minute here, Coach. We got to keep them off the scoreboard. 5 points. Again, it could be us up. It could be us up by 2. But five points at half against a 9-0 team, that puts pressure on them.
This is where Susquehanna's quarterback's legs come into play right here.
Quick pass.
Nope.
Nope. All right, third and 10.
3rd and 10 for Susquehanna.
We can still jump one of these high percentage passes and go the other way.
Right.
I'm scared right now if they go empty set, no backs.
Right.
You know, and Torrin takes about a 3 count and just takes off.
Finds a seam, yeah. So I've got Anwar in there and AJ, linebacker. He's a little quicker than both those guys.
The top receivers inside the numbers,
right,
indicates an outside pattern. He might be getting himself space for a fade or something.
No, he came across.
He's dragging.
We're way behind number 2. That was all linemen, Coach.
Wow.
That was all linemen. We had no chance.
Susquehanna Township
wow.
Touchdown.
No chance.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure of how on a defensive assignment-wise how we're matching up and handling that. It's, not much to say. I'm sorry. Not much to say. They're all high percentage.
Easy passes.
High percentage easy passes.
On that, yeah. You know, and Joe Heaton, give Joe a lot of credit. He's been around a long time. Joe is one of those masters of the 7-on-7s. He's an X and O's guy. He sees the field as a chess match. You know, those offensive guys who really understand the chess match. He's going to exploit that. Where up front you don't have to be perfect blockers.
Right.
If you can find where the seams are, find where the blown coverages are, and get your quarterback to understand it, you're 9-0. And with a defense like they have, you're 9-0.
You can support the SGA's fundraiser by ordering a dessert by November 5th.
When I try to teach young quarterbacks, you know, everybody loves the long pass. And I tell them, I said, look, the high percentage passes is closest to the offensive line.
Right.
Get the ball before the defense can react and let the people be players.
Right.
And right now, our defensive set, we're just so far off the ball, you know, that they're just finding the location where they have that gap and they're attacking. They're attacking. And scheme-wise, they're doing a great job. Susquehanna on the offensive side.
Right. And you look at the NFL. I don't watch a lot of NFL, but you look what Andy Reid is. He's evolved as an offensive guy. What he does with Patrick Mahomes, and so many there, you know, that they don't have guys who are getting 150 yards receiving every game. They have 6 or 7 guys who are catching short passes, or they have, you know, Kelsey, of course, but they're throwing a lot of short passes. The guys who just run great routes, and they just got the onside kick.
Susquehanna Township recovers the fumble. Will be 1st and 10. Susquehanna.
The onside kick just bounced off of our guys up front.
Right.
In Susquehanna Township, I believe they have 2 timeouts left.
2 timeouts in 39 seconds.
39 seconds. That's a lot of opportunity.
There's a lot of that's opportunity for them to get a little more space. But we've shown we can get guys running to the ball. We get guys in position. They got to make the play. Got to make the catch. Got to make the tackle.
More than likely, they're going to go trips out to this side.
Yep, right side of the field.
Yeah. And leave 1-on-1 on the backside.
Yeah. They have number 6 again. Number 6 again. Josh in there. It's their 3rd receiver.
Once again, special welcome to all of our MHS alumni joining us for
Coach, our cheerleaders do a great job.
Opportunity for our alumni.
You know,
they're awesome.
Great energy. Our basketball games right now, we got how many girls in there? 20 girls, more than that. We had a little thing at lunch yesterday. We had the morning news. We had like a lunchtime news, and our cheerleaders had a cool message. Joelle was leading them. You know, they do a great job.
Yeah, they do. I'm fortunate I could spend a lot of time visiting them and Coach Shannon.
Yeah.
And they're just a great group of young ladies, you know, and young men. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Group of young ladies and young men. Mm-hmm. Positive attitudes. They care deeply about being cheerleaders and representing the school.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's awesome.
We have a girl, Mimi, 5th period, who comes in and she's cheering. She's tapping and cheering every day. Mr. Bone, I love it. Just great energy. And we of course try to emulate it and do it with her, and our coordination isn't there, Coach.
Here we go. We got first.
Here we go. They got trips low.
Down. They inverted some receivers down here.
Mm-hmm. He's looking to isolate.
Top to Kern.
Yep.
He's past them. Great play.
Oh, great play.
Great play.
Knocked away by number 80, Calvin Gubbs Jacobs.
They have Calvin in there.
Yeah.
Calvin. I don't know Calvin.
I don't know him either.
I don't know Calvin.
I don't know his face or anything. That's
No.
I'm looking at this name. So
Yeah.
he's a couple of times.
5'9",
he's made some great
170.
teams.
Yeah.
All right, second and 10. Trips again. Let's see if they've seen something different or they go back to the play. They flip-flop. The receivers. Kearns is down here now.
Yeah, he's down here now.
Licky's dragging.
Oh, right
nice play.
Nice plays, right.
Wow.
Princeton.
Yeah, Princeton came up on that.
Princeton
That's
did
the way
a
it should
great
look.
job. Great
Nice.
job.
Nice.
Pass is broken up by number 20, PK Kanama.
So we got third and 10. Third and 10. And once again, the danger of Susquehanna is whether their quarterback's going to use their legs.
Right.
But their high percentage pass is quick. So we got a timeout, Susquehanna Township.
Yep.
Timeout, Susquehanna.
That's perfect time for one of our community life spots.
Yes.
The Student Government Associates helping to make strides against breast cancer today. If you are here in person, you can see everyone in the stands wearing pink to help spread awareness. MHA staff, you can support the SGA fundraisers by ordering dessert by Wednesday, November 5th. Or you can look up the Milton Hershey School team on the Strides website and donate directly to support the cause. Check your email inbox. Our Senior Division students will celebrate an evening full of music, dancing, and school spirit at this year's homecoming dance. The theme this year is the MHS State of Mind. We hope you all have a great time tonight.
Yeah, Coach, I got a lot of sophomores excited about that homecoming dance.
Yeah.
They're excited, man. It's a big event of the fall.
Listen, man. Seniors who signed up, automatic.
Yeah.
Then they did it by first come, first serve. So there were a lot of kids who had missed out. It's just the way it is, man. You know, everyone doesn't get a participation award. You know.
But here's how old I am. I wouldn't even think of this. I'm teaching with some young ladies. Great. They love Milton Hershey School. And one of them said, well, I'm putting up a thing in Canvas for them to post their homecoming pictures. I'm like, you're doing what? What are you doing? She goes, well, I put this thing up, and they can, Miss Heller, her name, Miss Heller said, and then they can put their pictures in. We can look at them Monday. I said, I wouldn't have even thought of that. I said, I don't even know how to start doing that. But it makes sense, you know? She's like, the kids want to share their pictures. So she put something down. Monday will come in, kids can put their pictures in. They can take a couple minutes, look at their homecoming pictures. That's cool. It's a little community, you know.
So we got big play, 4th and 4.
Here we go, fourth and 4. Get there.
Get there.
Nice. Wrap them up. Nice.
Right, Spartans ball.
Great job, Spartans. That's it. That was Jeremiah Pritchett there first. Good job, Jeremiah.
Is that 15 seconds, Coach? I can't
15 seconds, yeah.
15 seconds.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds. Coach, you start off there talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I want to give a big shout out to Kelly Frew, one of our teachers, man. One of the rocks of the Milton Hershey School for the last 25 years. She has been so good to so many kids. It would take us the whole second half to list all the names of kids she's been good to, and she's balancing stuff right now. We love her, and our kids love her, and we have alumni up here saying hello.
That's what Judy.
Yeah, but as you said that, you know, and I teach anatomy. It's amazing how many of our kids, they've already done genetic testing, like kids like 23andMe and Ancestry, and they know if they are recessive for different breast cancer genes. We talk about in class, you know, their grandmom or aunt or mom or someone's had it done, and they already know. Hi, Judy.
We got Judy on
What's up, Claudia?
And Phyllis Benjamin, her government name. Claudia Benjamin. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, welcome home.
Welcome. We're coming
Security
out
will grab you
at halftime.
Yeah, we'll come out.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's funny. Joe Messmer commented on the YouTube that Smitty's wearing a Susquehanna Township underneath my Milton Hershey shirt.
You are not.
Joe,
Yeah.
don't let me get started on you. I'm going to give you a pass on that one. All right?
Yeah.
You're getting a pass.
Yeah. Well, it's you and I have coached a lot. We played a lot. We were college football players. You got to recognize that Susquehanna Township has a heck of a team this year. And they do some good things. And again, Joe, their head coach Joe Heaton, this spread it out, trips one way quite. Come on, get a field. That's it. That's the sideline. Good. What, 9 seconds? There we go. That's it, Caden. To Joe's comment there, Joe Heaton's having success because he's putting his players in the right position and they're making plays. Now we're making some plays too defensively, but we got to match in an offense.
Listen,
yeah,
I don't remember Joe as being an outstanding athlete. He might have been a great manager.
Yeah.
Take off. Run out of time, you guys.
Run out of time. You got to
send it.
Too late. That's half, Coach.
Logan Terry on the carry.
It's okay.
All right, half, Coach. We have Susquehanna Township 21, Milton Hershey 8.
And at the end of the first half, it is Susquehanna Township 21, Milton
We
Hershey
battled.
8.
We got to make plays. This is a good team. We can't be successful if we're not making catches, making interceptions, flying to the football.
Yeah, I tell you what, we're not playing entirely bad.
No.
We got to position our guys a little differently.
Right.
Make sure that if there's trips, we may need to man up.
Right.
On the trip side and allow some other things to happen.
We've matched them up front though. Offensive line, linebackers. We matched them up front.
Yeah.
Proud of those guys. They've done a nice job of getting out of their stances, getting the ball. Linebackers and a lot of young guys, a lot of undersized guys. They've done a nice job on stunts. Our snaps have gotten better in the second quarter, but early on we needed better snaps.
Look what we got here. We got some visitors, some old heads.
Yeah.
We're live.
Don't worry, Claudia.
We have Claudia.
Welcome back. Good to see you.
Claudia and Judy, MHS athletes, legendary athletes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just we're play by play.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Where's my daughter at? What? Where's my daughter?
She's sitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to be soon home.
You didn't sign her out.
I don't know what I'm doing. I live.
You trying to play? All right, let me take this headphone off.
Yeah. Mine off too. It's halftime.
So we're at the half.
Yeah. How you been?
I
remember Mr. Bueller?
You were who?
Judy Adjumont.
You probably heard the other side. I was ninth grade team with Richard St. Lion, What year did you graduate?
Oh, you went to Rams.
I'm not going to have to
I think my last year.
Good. You out?
See ya.
What's your balls back? Josh Pope show up?
Yeah, they're all down there.
Oh, they're all down?
Your brother at the concession stand.
Yeah.
Everybody, you guys are going down?
Yeah, I'm only doing the first half.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Bueller's doing the second half.
I'm back in familiar territory. Yeah, we're about to go down. I just did my radio debut. Not really. I didn't say anything. Shannon Pugh. Coach Smith? Yes. I need to get some paraphernalia. Okay. they covered the first half of the game. Really? And well, that's Pastor Mike right there. That's what I'm telling you about. Yeah. Oh wow! This is my cousin Claudia. Say hi, Claudia. So yeah. We're up in the press box. We just did Pastor Mike and Coach Smitty were doing covering the game, and so we came up. And the number one introduced us as legendary track and field. Blah blah blah. We said it on the radio. I don't know where it goes. I don't know who's listening. Oh, we're listening. Okay, good.
I'm sorry.
Good to that. What shall we got?
Bye.
guess. I can't see much either.
What's that?
I said, I guess I can't see much either. Now, what's the, do we have to push anything? Or
Nah, just talk. Yep. Should be once it turns back on.
Alright, you
want a cookie?
tell me when you're ready to go
Jimmy,
live.
sure. What's that?
You guys good? Can you hear each other okay?
Cookie.
We got them. Alright, just tell me when you're ready to go live, and I'll take you. Right now you're muted, so you're good. Eat your cookies.
All right, Spartan Nation, let's see who's out there. Where's the elementary division?
Blue and the guy in the green stripe played against them. They're both Milton Hershey guys.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the middle division?
Of mine that led the town.
Really? That's cool.
Jimmy O'Connor and Billy Jester.
Yeah. Cool.
Where's grades 9 through 11? And where's that senior class of 2026? And especially on this special homecoming weekend, where are MHS alumni?
Steve Biden and Joey Sauter, who guys play with you. And there are other guys. There are other guys who play like home, but like there was still connections, different things, and like Etsy, those guys could go see them play. I was so far away. There was no, yeah.
I got out of a ticket in Hershey one time because the guy that pulled me over, it turned out he was Joey Sauter's brother-in-law. He married Joey Sauter's sister. And I told him he and I were teammates. He was like, "Oh my gosh,
Pavone.
Just go ahead."
Pavone,
Yep. Pavone.
Yep. You ready? We're ready.
Ready to go?
Yep.
All right, stand by. All right, you guys are live.
Well, I just got a message from my brother that we weren't muted there. My brother John here is talking about Steve Vida and Joey Souders at OEC.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure how well they actually have. They weren't our microphones. They're external microphones that hear. Yep, they're external microphones that can hear the crowd noise. So, yeah. Well, hey, we're back. Second half. Roger Smith had to leave, and we have the privilege of Joe Bueller joining us. Welcome, Joe.
Thank you very much. Really good to be here and excited to be back on this campus for a football game.
Yeah, good to have you with us. Good to have you with us. Yeah, Joe and I have an interesting past because when he left the staff, I joined the staff 30 years ago. Yeah.
Right. When I got the Elmira head football job, you and I would pass each other in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I'd be leaving, you'd be.
Yep, I'd be coming in. Say, hey, Joe, hey, Den. Yep, we'd go. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, this was a really good first half, I thought, for Milton Hershey to hang in this game. Susquehanna Township is such a good football team.
Yeah.
I just think that as you and I were talking there a little bit at halftime, the Milton Hershey defensive line is winning right now, and that has, I think, kept them in the football game, and they've made a couple big plays when they needed to. Love the muddle huddle for 2 points.
Yeah.
That was awesome. The quarterback for Milton Hershey, has extended a couple plays for him, giving him a chance.
Yep.
I think on both offense and defense. So I'm getting coached up here on the microphone.
There you go.
Dropped a couple passes, both offensively and defensively, that I think is really the difference in the scoreboard right now.
Yeah, and as you said at halftime, we were talking there. There's a couple plays, 4 or 5 plays, and Susquehanna Township has gotten those plays where we've dropped the pass, dropped the interception. They broke that one early. We had no pursuit on that. We could just knock them out of bounds because, again, like you said, we won the battle up front. I watched with my little binoculars. We're getting into them. We're getting movement. We rotate a couple linebackers through who are making plays. We'll see what happens here. We get the ball first here, Joe.
Yeah, it's
21-8.
Be great to get a drive going here.
Yeah.
Obviously, ending with points would be even better, but just something to kind of keep the game in control here and stay and get within one score.
Right.
Anything can happen once you're within one score.
Oh yeah. There's definitely pressure on them with about a minute and a half to go in that second quarter. They're only up by 5. See what happens. Okay, that's it. Get upfield. Take care of the ball.
Kick is returned by number 9. Xavier Blamo, tackled by number 27.
It's Xavier. I don't know Xavier. Senior.
It's funny. I know so many of these kids, but when I don't know them with their helmets on and their jersey numbers.
Yeah.
I see them in the halls doing stuff, going to the weight room, at basketball games. But
Yep.
I was really impressed with 44, Abram Herring defensively in the
AJ.
first half. I thought he did a really nice job.
Yeah, he's a kid who didn't play much early in the season. Has just gotten some opportunities and has gotten better, playing a lot. All right, a little motion. There we go. I was faked out there, Coach. By number 5, by Caden.
Quarterback pulled it, but the defender was sitting dry in the hole.
There. Sitting right in his face.
2nd and 14 for the Spartans.
Roger Smith said he's seen a couple of their games, talking about how good they are in defense, and they are solid up front. But I've been pleasantly surprised by how well we've done on the line of scrimmage. When we've gotten a snap, they're big. They can move.
I'm with you. They've really handled things, I think, up front.
Right.
At least giving guys a chance.
Right. Elijah Gibbs over there at left guard's done a nice job. John Leash down here at right tackle. Zeke up there at left tackle. They've done a nice job. We're finally getting the snap. That's critical. As you and I were both offensive linemen, you have to get the snap. That's Lawrence De La Rosa. He's a sophomore. In center. There you go. Give him an opportunity. Get up. There you go. North and south. Go, 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 go. Ooh. Just short of the first down.
Sakpo, he's had a couple catches for him. And
tackled by number 6, Nengite.
You and I are old school guys. I'm not a big fan of every play being from the shotgun. I do think there's times when getting under centers is still valuable. And
both.
I think I was just at a game last night where both teams struggled inside the 10-yard line.
Right. So just under center and go. They're right there, and that's a play,
There's
coach.
An example.
Yep. By the time you get the snap, hand off, it's 1,001, 1,002 instead of right now, like the Philadelphia Eagles with their little tush push.
Right.
It's right now.
Well, it's the idea that the game of football is about the line of scrimmage, and you're literally taking the ball and taking it back 5 yards before you start going forward, and you're asking your lineman to do a lot.
Yeah.
Especially the young man that's snapping it.
Yeah, he's got to snap and block and hold that block for 3 seconds. I agree with you. I've never been a huge proponent of. I like at times having the shotgun.
Be multiple.
Yeah, be able to do both, and then that forces defenses to be able to defend both. All right, here we go. That gives them good field position. All right, come on, get there. That was their second receiver there.
I was going to mention that defensively we were really playing off there.
Yeah, we saw that in the first half a couple times where our defensive backs are sitting back way too far, especially as well as they sling the rock out there.
Right.
Yeah.
You almost have to have a little bit of a stagger where somebody's up in that flat area a little bit sooner.
Yeah. See what we got.
Here they are again.
Trips up top.
3 by 1.
Yep. Where's our free safety? We got linebacker bumped out a little bit. Quarterback keep.
Oh, there's a nice play.
Wrap him up. There we go.
That's well done.
Nice job. Yeah, it was Jeremiah again. Jeremiah Pritchett.
Yep. Yeah, that's a nice play by Pritchett.
Yep.
3rd and 1 for Susquehanna.
I'm hoping he comes back out for track, Coach.
Is he a track athlete?
He was, and then we lost him.
Okay.
But it'd be nice to see him back.
He looks like he could throw javelin to me. He's got a javelin throwing.
He's a strong
body.
kid.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
They're in that 3 by 1 setting.
Yeah.
3rd and short, doing the same thing though. They're going to snap that ball 5 yards back.
Yep.
I think they might be trying to draw us. They did that once before.
They did a nice job. Nope, he's throwing quick. There it is. That long hand, call it the long handoff.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's a long handoff. Quick out, throw it right now, because we were about 9 yards off.
Picks up a Susquehanna.
That number 1 for them, Jared Kern, is dangerous. Like when he's out there,
Yeah.
he just looks like he could break one at any point if you miss a tackle with him.
6, number 3. Roger said number 3 might have had some offers from some schools already.
Yeah, he runs. You can see he's got some vertical threat to him.
Yeah,
big and tall. They're all tall. They've got
6.
some height.
Yep. Ooh, somebody's moving. Might be us.
Too many times in my career coaching, I had receivers that they may have been short, but they sure were slow.
Yeah.
These guys are tall and can run.
Yep. Yeah, it's hard to win when they're short and they're slow. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Who's Lemon Valley playing today? You still keep in
They're
touch
playing,
with that
yeah,
stuff?
they're playing Kings today. It's a big game for them.
Yeah.
Kings is really good, but they have them at home. So
Kings out of
Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah.
Yep. There's one again.
There, yeah.
He's just
Wrap him up.
big, strong kid, tough to bring down.
Nice tackle, TJ. TJ made some plays there in the first half, knocking some balls down. Starting to get a little cloudy, a little cooler out here, Coach, you know?
TJ had it. Yeah, it definitely is. TJ had a really nice open tackle in the first half that the play would have gone potentially to the house if he doesn't, and ended up bringing up a 3rd and long because of it.
Again, I'm not sure of our alignment. I'm looking up top, how far we're playing off that
really off, especially
guy.
number 2,
Man.
right? Yeah, I think 20's got to get out of the box there a little bit.
Yeah.
If they're going to play off with the safety.
That's just a lot of space.
And they've got a couple backs in the backfield, so they're going
long.
Yep.
There it is. Was he in?
Yeah, he was.
Touchdown.
Yeah,
defensive back lost his footing.
Only need 1 foot in high school.
Yes.
That's what he had. His second foot went out.
Yeah,
The first one was in.
Little double move there, Joe.
Yeah.
Our D-back lost his footing.
Well, I think that was their plan. They haven't gone with 2 backs in the backfield at all. They did on that play to give themselves a little maximum protection, let that quarterback have a little longer to throw the ball deep.
Yeah, and he did a nice job with it. They kicked one of their offensive linemen in the butt with the ball the last time, see if they can get a little air underneath it. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, makes it 28-8, Susquehanna Township.
Kick is good. Susquehanna Township 28, Milton Hershey 8.
This is a big possession coming up for Milton Hershey.
Yeah.
Stay in this game. They've got to get a score.
Yep. And they can, we're dangerous with Logan back there, Caden and run backs, a lot we can do. Joe, you've been gone a while. You know anything about our career and technical education program?
I do not. I mean, we did obviously have the tech ed, but I think it's become a lot more advanced now than what we had back in my time here.
Yeah, we actually have 10 CTE programs now with many different career pathways to choose from: agriculture, health science, automotive, engineering, and more. Schools really putting a lot of time and resources into it. Trying to get. I know we have 30 kids went to Penn College last year.
Yeah.
Talked to Prince early out there before the game. He's going there and enjoying it. Angel Alexander, who was a lineman last year and threw for us in track, he's up there doing really well. So yeah, school's really focusing on that, trying to get kids into programs that they can get an education in 2 years or 4 years and come out with a job.
That's awesome because, as you know, there's not always jobs available.
Right. Balls on the ground.
Going to a 4-year traditional school, but if you can get a trade that other people don't have, you're going to be really valuable in the workforce.
Coach, we had a bobble there.
Yeah, that hurt. That
hurt.
That's the second time that they've lost a possession.
We've lost 2 kickoffs to Susquehanna Township. All right, let's keep our heads up now, guys. That's where you got to be resilient. We've shown a lot of resiliency the last couple weeks. We've won a couple. We've had a couple that were close. We've been resilient. We don't want to start hanging our heads here.
Correct. A turnover here, and you're right back to it. And now you're fighting to get back within the two scores. And
we got that trips up top again.
This is a time oftentimes coaches like to take a long shot right off the turnover. This is
they did that in the first half off of a fumble. Remember that?
Yep. Delay a game, so they were. I think they were scheming something there because there were a couple offensive linemen that were turning back, looking a little confused.
They weren't sure. That was their trick play they worked on Thursday.
Right.
Yeah, trick play. Yeah.
Now there's lots of stuff that looks good on paper, but paper and performance are two different things.
Yeah. Years ago when I coached, I used to say with 7-on-7 sometimes, looks great, but you got no one rushing the quarterback with pads on.
That's a nice defensive play.
Nice job. Nice job.
Yep.
I remember we were up at Penn State one time, and every team there was putting 4 guys out in coverage.
Yep.
No one helping the block. Scoring touchdowns. I remember saying to Bob Geyer that none of this happens in the fall because there's no defensive line rushing at the quarterback.
Right. Yep.
They have 5-6 seconds to pass. They're not being rushed out of the pocket.
No one's hitting you.
No one's hitting you.
I'll tell you, that was a really nice play there by Emil. He was beat.
Yeah.
I mean, that kid went, but he stayed with it. hustled to this hip, and then made a play on the ball. Right? And that's a big play. That's a good play.
Nice job, Markins. Nice job. All right, here we go. They 2 guys in the back. Ooh, they're sending him in motion.
Yep, and
throw. Yep, he's a lead
almost
blocker.
like a sweep.
Yep,
right?
he was like a lead blocker.
Broken.
Oh, come on, get there. Out of bounds. He came out of bounds, 15-yard line.
That's a shame. They had him stop there with only about a 2-yard gain, and he broke that tackle.
Now, you and I, we said we're not big shotgun fans, but I like that play out of shotgun.
Yeah.
Guy in motion, it's like the old buck sweep. He's a lead blocker, and it's a quick handoff to a guy catching it and getting upfield.
There's no difference with what the throw he just made or just turning and pitching it like a sweep. I mean, it's essentially a sweep thing. Yeah, I'm with you. It was really well set up. And I thought Milton Hershey did a nice job to get there initially.
Get there. Wrap him up.
They've gone now to this 2-back approach. They were mostly 3 by 1 in the first half, but now they've gone to 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback.
I thought Jeremiah almost had on there, Coach, in the backfield.
Yeah, he was there.
Yep, he was there. All right, 2nd and 1 here. You and I would go under center. I don't think they're going under center.
I don't think so either, but it looks like they're going to keep 2 running backs.
Yeah, they're keeping 2 backs. I remember years ago, that long ago, like 2007-8, when Steel High would run this, and they put the what was the defensive lineman who went to Penn State? Remember from Steel High? What was his name?
Oh boy,
not Jeremiah was a good tailback. What was the other kid's name? Oh man, they put him back there and be a lead blocker.
Oh man,
that was hard to defend. Yeah.
They just had a false start there, which is a shame because it was a bad snap by the center.
Yeah.
I think we were going to get on.
We were on it, yeah. All right, 2nd and about 6.
I was an I formation guy, and this formation right here was one of our favorite ones to get in out of shotgun. The no tight end look and then doing stuff like that, motioning out.
Oh, get there.
Good play.
Good play. Way to get there.
Trying to see who that is getting up off the ground now. I can't see the number.
Number 2. That's number 5. Was that Caden?
5. Yep.
That was Caden.
Made that play.
Good hustle, Caden. Had Caden in biology 2 years ago, Joe.
Yeah?
Yeah, had Caden in biology. Good kid.
Now he's a senior.
A senior. Good talking. Talk cafeteria every day. He's a good kid. Yeah. Grown up a lot. All right, here we go. Someone's moving.
It's good. That helps. That's false start's going to push him back into 3rd and long.
Yeah, this is driving Joe Heaton nuts over there.
Well, I've known Joe Heaton for probably 25, 30 years, and he is a really quality football coach. He well disciplined, cares deeply about the kids, but doesn't allow them to get away with anything, and that's why you don't ever see. You're not going to see them with unsportsmanlike calls and things like that. He is just a good, solid high school football coach. Really nice to work with him in recruiting when I would deal with him in recruiting.
That's good to hear. Won't get there.
Good play. Good play.
Yeah, nice job rolling back. Yeah, that was Xavier coming back. Yep. The redirect, get to the ball.
Now, this would be a big play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them again try to hit something again outside. It looks like they've got that inside bunch here. Maybe something to.
Yeah. They have 7 just sitting.
Oh,
touchdown.
Boy. Yeah.
That was their number 2 guy.
Number 6. He's
number 6.
Big target.
Yep. I was saying the first half, he's wearing one of those pads on his helmet. You know, one of those extra safety things.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really think that it won't be long until you see almost all players with those. I think it's just like anything.
Front.
It's anything we can do to prevent concussions, we should be doing. They're called the Guardian caps.
Yeah, is that what they're called?
Most of the Division I teams in practice, they all wear them, every player. Right. So it's like anything. It looks a little weird, but in time, when more and more people use them,
I agree. I agree with you. The more, because I love the game. That's one thing. Every time I see a big hit, I just cringe now. I just, when I was a kid, I thought they were cool. Now I'm just, big hits when the guy doesn't get up right away. I don't like that. That stuff, I've seen too many guys our age who struggle with stuff because they get hit too many times in the head.
My brothers and I, every weekend before we'd have a game to play, we would sit and watch all those greatest hit videos.
Yeah, I remember them.
On the old VHS and get fired up. But you're right. It's such a great game. It's a game that teaches so many lessons about teamwork and working together. And don't want to see this game go away. And so if we can protect people and keep people healthier, I think that's a smart thing.
I agree with you. I think the NFL has finally gotten on that path too.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, because they've got some people. I always say, at each level, high school is a bicycle wreck, college is a car wreck, but in the pros, it's a train wreck.
That's the truth.
There's only so many of those hits your body can take.
How they change their kickoffs. Blow the whistle. All right, 25-yard line. We got 35-8.
We got a flag. It looks like it's going to be a hold.
Yeah.
On a play like that where the returner doesn't get much, I'd take the guy that got that flag and tell him, you didn't hold good enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're going to do it, let's do it a little better.
Yeah. That's great. You didn't hold good enough. Oh, boy.
Well, it'd be really good to get a drive going here.
Yeah.
Get a couple first downs, get some confidence back, kind of change. The momentum has really shifted here in this third quarter.
Yeah. There, with about a minute and a half to go in the second quarter, I thought we had momentum.
Yes, I agree.
And then the kids go in halftime and, get upfield. There we go.
There it is.
That's it. That's it. Go, 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 go. That's Caden. Come on, Caden. Use your blocker. There you go. There you go.
That's
nice
big.
Run. Nice blocks. Great block downfield.
No.
What they call?
Got some laundry.
Oh, no.
Man.
Wow. Way back at the point of attack.
I always say to officials in games like this, I hope you're sure, because you want games to be competitive, and that was a chance to maybe let this game be a little more competitive. So I didn't see the hold myself.
No.
Holding on the offense.
I saw Lawrence was pleading his case about something down there. Let's be honest, on offense, you're holding almost every play. If your hands are inside.
Right.
Feet are moving, hands are inside. Everybody holds. It's when your hands get extended from you, you got to let go. All right, that's going to knock back the sticks. We got 1st and 20.
There's definitely been some adversity here in this quarter.
Yeah. Yep. See how our guys respond. Hand off again. There we go.
Gain Luckett on the carry.
Gain of 10.
Yep.
Tackled by number 50.
Hey, that's tough now. Five just ran, he ran a 60-yard sprint, and then he gets the ball right away again.
Yeah. He'd be tapping his head to get out here soon.
If that was you or I, they'd be calling the lifeline right now.
Yeah, we need oxygen.
Yep,
Coach.
for sure.
Yeah.
Second and 10.
What a beautiful day on Milton Hershey campus, huh?
It is. What a
Leaves are
beautiful
changing
place.
colors.
Oh, just gorgeous. Great
Kids
crowd.
everywhere. Ooh.
Logan Jerry on the carry. Tackled by number 52.
QB pulled it. It was a good pull. It was the right read. It just closed up really quick.
Yeah, if he handed that off to Caden, got drilled.
Yeah.
Joe Heaton hasn't subbed anybody yet. He's keeping all his guys in.
Oh, yeah. Which I'm sure at some point he's going to start thinking about that. They're playing for the long haul here. I'm sure they're thinking about district titles, and
sure.
So they might not want to. You don't want to take a dumb chance here with a game in hand.
There you go. Go, Logan.
Good boy.
North and South, Logan. There you go. Hold him up.
That's a good job by him. Up. He twisted his ankle a little bit.
Yeah, rolled it. I really like Logan, man. I talk to him in the hall every day. Just great attitude, positive. You get in a huddle with a guy like that, it just builds everybody up. You're sitting there, you're exhausted, tackling. You were tackled too.
Yep.
I love guys like that.
Yeah, Logan comes in the athletic offices. I've got a chance to talk with him once or twice. Very polite.
Yep.
Very well spoken.
Yeah, good kid.
You can tell he's a quarterback.
Yes, he's confident. That's all right. He held it. There you go.
Got to get upfield. Don't stop.
11 for them. Did a nice job coming down line of scrimmage.
Yep, just really tough in short yardage situations. Like I said, the shotgun really makes it tough, especially when you're facing a team with the kind of ability that this Susquehanna Township has.
Yeah. One of the most dangerous plays, as goofy as it sounds, the old Bob Geyer keep away.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Where we'd have run 14 dive, dive right off center to the right or right off center to the left, and then that quarterback would pull and go the opposite A gap.
Okay.
And it would if you need a yard, a lot of times it got you the yard.
Yeah, the one thing when you play a team like Susquehanna Township that really runs well, the more you're running vertically, or the more you run horizontally, you're in trouble. Like you want to get vertical as quick as you can and try to beat that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough because now that's giving them some really good.
Give them field position.
Over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10.
I like what shotgun does, where your hole doesn't have to be predetermined. You know what I mean? Backs can get it, and depending how the defense moves, you can work off of that. But short yardage, let's hit it now. All right, here we go, defense. So we got our guys still, all of our starters.
Boy, it's really fun here, Denny, to get to see some of the alumni that are back here for homecoming. I mean, it's Milton Hershey School is such a special place, and it truly is a coming home. Sometimes high schools have that, and it's just a thing. But here, this is where so many people, spent their formative years and come back as successful men and women with families. And boy, it does. I'm sure for you as well as a longtime teacher here, it does you really well to see the successful kids coming back, and not kids, and we still call them kids, but they're adults.
Well, I was thinking about yesterday. It's the 20th reunion of the class of 2004. They're 37.
Yeah,
they're 38.
Yep.
I coached them when I was like 33. You know what I mean? I shouldn't say I was 36. I was about their age, but it's funny. You see those kids and you think, they don't seem much older, but they are. Oh, wrap them up.
He had to, he let go there. He had him up at the horse collar. Of course, that's a penalty. You're taught to let, so when he lets that go, that ends up getting another 10, 15 yards there.
1st and 10.
One of the coolest things one year, it was homecoming. I was talking to some guys, and as you know, you accumulate gear as a coach here. Every year you get a couple T-shirts, a couple sweatshirts. And there's some guys I coach, and they have any gear. So I said, guys, do I have some? I got probably 4 or 5 extra large T-shirts, a couple sweatshirts. I had some helmets, because you remember the helmets, they changed the helmet style.
Right.
And it was thrown out. I took like 6 of them home just to give away to kids. I have old helmets. There's no pads in them. So they said, we'll meet you tomorrow. And they had rented an Airbnb out there by Hershey Park. So Sunday I drove out. And the coolest thing, there were like 12 people in there. It was guys and girls graduated together. And it was cool just to sit with them on a Sunday. They're all adults, all in their 30s, and talk to them, and see how they'd all rent a house together, and they had their husbands there, their wives. That was so cool.
It is really cool.
And they really care about each other, really care about each other.
Hey, that last play, 55, John Alicia, he's a sophomore, but he made a nice play. Tackled him for a 3-4 yard loss.
Wow. John keeps getting better. He's, we were big guys. He's going to keep getting more flexible and move better. And, wish him the best. He's playing basketball this winter.
That'll be good for his feet.
Yeah, Scott Rooney's group. Hopefully he's in the mix there.
2nd and 18.
Well, that should be a good team. Our boys basketball team. There's some guys that have been through the battles here for a couple of years. That they're now juniors and seniors, and with a lot of talent. And I know they've been working hard. So I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, they've done a lot in the offseason. Screen. Get there. There you go.
That's
nice tackle.
Evans passes
17, I think.
I got to put my binoculars on here, Coach Bueller. Was it 17?
It's tough.
That was Isaiah, I think. Isaiah Zogar.
Yep.
Zogar, yeah.
Yep.
Isaiah does a nice job. All right, 3rd and 9.
That's the problem when you stick 2 guys in their 50s up in the booth. Our vision isn't what it once was.
Yeah, I've learned if I don't bring my binoculars, I can't read any numbers. All right, no back. They're dangerous here. Yep. So that second guy, they've done a nice job all day throwing that second receiver in on trips.
He was well covered.
He was well covered that time.
Yeah, I think TJ was on him, and just well thrown ball.
Yep.
Well run route.
Yep.
No, there's a reason they're 9-0, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not,
Well, there were seasons here where we had good groups, and we played Camp Hill, and Camp Hill would do some things. You remember Camp Hill, what they would do?
Yeah.
And you'd have it covered, you'd have great pressure, and they'd hit those passes. You know, we'd lose a close one. Frank Kindler.
Yep, Frank Kindler. There you go.
Stover and those guys.
Matter of fact, the guy that's the head coach there now was one of their great players back in the day, and he's the head coach there now. I'm trying to remember the name. They've had a tough year, Camp Hill this year. I think they went 0-10.
Really?
They had a tough year this year, but such a small school. You know, if you don't have a couple good athletes in that group, it could be a tough go.
Yep. But they had years where they had a lot of good athletes.
Right. Well, that used to be what was amazing is that even though they were a small school, like they would, they could compete with any same thing they do in basketball too.
Yeah.
It's like wow.
Yep. Yep. All right, fourth quarter here, Coach. 35-8. 35-8.
Yeah, this is tough because it's they're on the 2-yard line going in. I'm sure for them this sort of would be the knockout punch that they might start looking to protect a couple guys. Be nice to see us play strong here in the fourth quarter. Play for seniors getting a chance for the last time to play on this field. What a great stadium this is, and for the younger players. You're putting tape out there for your coaches to evaluate in the offseason and make some decisions who comes into next August as the starter and who doesn't. So there's still reason to play hard.
Yep.
First and goal from the 2.
We're up tight in those receivers here. That's good. They got 2 backs and probably for protection. I don't know. Maybe they'll go lead back sweep like they did.
First down, I would expect to see some type of run.
See a run. You don't want to pull the Seattle Seahawks. Remember that year they did that? They threw first down against the Patriots.
Yeah, unless there's a player that needs something statistical, it just makes sense to do that.
He's in.
And he's in, yeah.
Carry by number 2, Seville, results in the Susquehanna Township touchdown.
In the moment, as a player, the Milton Hershey young men are it's hard because right now it's been a long year. It's been a tough year. Gone through a coaching change. They've had some tough moments, but you just hope that right now the entire coaching staff can just keep them playing hard, keep them engaged. Because the thing about football is you only get a few chances in life to play it. It's not like baseball and basketball where there's 20, 30 opportunities. You can play all summer, and football you get 10 shots and then it's over until the next year.
Yeah. And it's in.
Yep.
And the kick is good.
42.
42.
8.
Milton Hershey 8.
30. It has to be 35 points to go running clock. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're not there right now, which is good. I mean, again, they've mercy ruled a few people this year, Susquehanna Township. You go back to that first half, and those couple plays we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
You could have had a different game, and then that changes the way the second half starts, right? Because the pressure in this game would all be on Susquehanna Township.
Oh, definitely.
Whereas Milton Hershey could play freely, and so, I think that would be the teaching point to the younger players is, when we have chances to make plays, you got to make plays,
right?
Whether that's a reception, whether that's a key block, whether that's a special teams play, or in the case of this one, those 2 dropped interceptions.
Right. Yeah, as you're saying, I'm thinking, in your brain, you think back. I remember around like 2001 or 2 maybe, we had some plays like this where we dropped some passes, dropped some, some plays we should have made. And the next season, those kids were making those plays. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we were extremely dangerous for a few years because we just had groups of guys who just made the plays. There's 4 or 5 plays, they were making them. Instead of missing the tip, they were tipping and intercepting it, or they were making the tackle. Because there's not that much difference between, as crazy as it sounds, a 9-0 team and a 2-8 team. There's not that much difference.
Right.
In the line of scrimmage, you saw, like you said, the line of scrimmage, we outplayed them in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
We just got to make a few more plays at some other positions. And
well, the one positive that I am seeing is that not the number of flags that I remember seeing early in the season.
True.
They're playing a lot, very disciplined, and they've had a holding call,
right.
they've had a false start, but it's not been, especially the major ones, right? Those 15-yarders. And
just getting to the ball defensively. I mean, the speed at which most of our defenders are moving now is full speed.
Right.
And we weren't seeing that. In the Hershey game, I was low. I was helping to call the game with Jay, and what backside was like jog, and you're seeing a lot of guys now fly the ball. That's a huge improvement.
Huge.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Second, about 9.5. Oh, get that snap. Yeah. Get a feel, Logan. There you go, Logan. Go, Logan. That's it. Good job.
Good job. Done. No flag.
Yeah, he's kept his hands up. Just be a.
Yep.
Yeah.
We call that at the college level. We always talk about scrape paint. In other words, don't throw that block that's going to be in the back. Just put your hands up and make him scrape paint with you. And that was the technique he used right there. Whether he knows he used it or not, I don't know. But that is the technique.
That was great. Logan's in such good shape. He could run 4 or 5 of them in a row and still tell you a joke. Seriously. Hey, coach. All right, here we go.
Yeah, and we're in two-back approach right now as well. We've gone to that the 2-by-1 with the shotgun with 2 backs in the backfield. We used to call that the spread formation.
Mm-hmm.
Timeout, Susquehanna Township.
Roger and I were joking the first half. We don't remember. You were at Paul Meyer, and he was at Milton Hershey, and I was at Middletown. None of our teams ever ran trips.
No.
Or shotgun. They didn't exist.
No. Well, my first 2 years at Palmyra, we were a wing T team. And, back in the day, the wing T, the argument against the wing T was it was great until you were in 3rd and 10, and then all you had was waggle pass.
Right.
And, you need a little something else. And I would have said a little shotgun would have been good. But now today, we have all this shotgun, and I'm saying, you still got to sometimes be able to line up with 2 backs in the backfield and a quarterback under center and, hit some hard hitters and maybe get a play action pass. But being multiple, if you can figure out, practice time and all the stuff that goes into it. But I really do believe that teams that can be multiple offensively are going to be the most dynamic offenses.
Yeah. But the 2 words you said there, practice time, is being able to practice it and do it well.
Right.
If you only do center quarterback exchange a couple times in the summer and you barely practice it and you try and run a play, you're going to fumble. Here we go.
You have to practice with a sense of urgency.
Yeah, nice job, Logan. Good cut.
Yep, he made something out of nothing.
There was nothing there. He was down. He was down.
Logan, Jerry,
he was down.
This official, he's not calling it though. He's not.
No, come on. He was down.
He was down. I'm really. I don't think he saw. I really don't think he saw.
No.
He was the one that had to see it. This line judge right here.
Over here. Jimmy's talking to him.
Yeah, it's a mistake. He's saying he had it out, but his knee was down for sure.
I went with a guy by the name of Tom Moffitt. You ever hear that name? He was a basketball official, Dr. Moffitt. I knew him real well. I haven't seen him in a while, but I went with him one time to evaluate officials during district basketball.
Okay.
And our job was to watch the guy under the basket and simply watch what he's looking at. What's he looking at? When a shot goes up, he should be watching the guys underneath. Are they boxing out? Are they using their hands? He gave me a checklist to help him. And on almost every play, the ball would go up, and the guy would watch the ball in the air. He wouldn't see anything until the ball hit the rim, and then he would look down.
Yeah.
So anything that happened, he was missing all these calls.
Yeah.
And then he would call some over the backs that weren't over the backs because he didn't see the first half of it. I was amazed.
Huh.
And he told me, he said, we have to evaluate officials too because most of them do a really good job. But some of them, they just, they get bad habits.
Well, you mentioned that about what you're supposed to watch, and I always found as a head coach that getting good coaches in the booth was hard because most people when they sit and there's a football game, they watch the game.
Right.
And you give guys jobs in the booth. Like I might have a coach and his job is to watch the far side and do we have play action? Do we have reverse?
Right.
And you'd call up and the coach would be real quiet and he'd say, I was watching a play, sorry.
Smitty used to do that.
You'd have another guy that maybe his job is to be watching the far side of the O-line, the left tackle, left guard, and you're trying to make sure you're playing the right people.
Yeah.
And you know, they just watch the game and when you get a good group of coaches in the booth that have the ability to focus on their responsibility.
Watch your guy. Yep.
Yeah, you can really make some great in-game decisions. You hear people talk about that a lot about the coaches aren't making any adjustments. Well, you know, on the sideline you can't see much, to be honest with you. But in the booth, that's where the good decisions are made.
Yeah, we got to the point, you know, with Bob when Roger was a 9th grade coach. And I was coaching defensive ends. Roger would watch far side defensive end, I would watch near side. Yep. And most of the time, Roger kept an eye on him. That was a nice tackle. Every once in a while, I'd say, Roger, he'd say, I was watching the ball, you know. But most of the time, Roger's watching, and it was great because then Roger also could sub guys in and out. So if I'm calling the defense, and Roger's watching far side defensive end, and I see him pull a kid out, and it's Smitty talking to him, well, hey, he's coaching better than I am.
Right.
So he's, you know, we have him in the ear of a kid. And I can talk to guys up in the booth. Yeah, that was a huge advantage for us. Because at one point we had Mark Brzezinski, who had coached at Lebanon Valley.
He's one of my coaches.
Yeah, and Jimmy Taylor and Roger, our 9th grade coaches, and Pastor Mike. You know, now Pastor would yell at the officials too much. You know, the pastor of the school.
Yeah, he could get away with that, though. He's got God on his side. So
he wasn't saying a lot of prayers on the sideline at that point. But, sorry, Pastor Mike, if you're listening, we love you. But we had 4 guys in the 9th grade staff who understood the expectations, and they were all involved in watching positions and making decisions. We were fortunate.
Well, one of the things, just on that the first down play there, that we've struggled with in this game is keeping that outside shoulder free.
Yeah.
And, you know, I always think about Bob Geyer, and that was, man, I don't think I went through a practice with him where he didn't tell somebody about their outside shoulder not staying free, but that's how you contain the football.
Yeah, like right there.
Yep.
Jeez. Can't that quarterback get outside of you?
Oh, boy. Somehow they've got 2-on-1 downfield. Had a broken coverage there.
Oh, man.
Who's this hustling, though? I love the hustle. Who is that? 58, maybe?
58.
Is that 58, Dwayne Mitchell?
On the field. It's coming back.
What hustle, though? I mean, he didn't give up.
That's 58. I'm going to find him.
Yeah, Dwayne Mitchell.
Yep. I'm going to find Dwayne on Monday.
I haven't noticed him in this game, but I'll tell you what he did there.
Yeah.
That kid, that was a touchdown. And a lot of guys are jogging, but he was busting everything he had.
You and I think the same way there. That's a kid gets more reps.
You betcha.
I got interviewed one time, you know, because I played at Middletown. They have a thing on Facebook now, History of Blue Raider Football, which is really cool. This guy who played years, I coached him in 9th grade basketball. Great guy, Chris Blasi. Well, he's done a bunch. He interviewed Brzezinski, he interviewed a bunch of guys, and I said one thing I learned from high school from Etsy, who was our coach, is he'd watch video, and if there was a young guy who did that, well, he's getting twice as many snaps the next game. Yep. You know, it didn't matter what year you were, just who's hustling, who's making plays. That kid's getting more snaps. You know.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Dennis Etsy, another great coach. I've coached against Dennis at the high school and the college level. And
he's still coaching. He's at Twin Valley with Brett Myers.
Yeah.
I don't think right now.
He can't get out of his system.
No, he can't.
He's resurfaced a couple times, you know, Kutztown and then down at Stevens Trade and Technology.
Yeah, he's helped a lot of our Milton Hershey kids down there. But, you know, you talk to Coach Etsy. He's like Bob Geyer in terms of it's all about the kid, number one. You know, how do you help this kid develop? Come on, get there.
Good hustle, but they're getting behind us and
right. But we're hustling down. We had 6 guys in the picture there.
Yep, that's good.
Yep. Complete to number 5, Kent Yother.
You know, speaking of some Milton Hershey alums, a shout out to a couple of my Lebanon Valley guys. Dion Bryant having a great senior season.
That's great.
Yeah, Tajay Brown also he's had a great career as well. Those 2 guys, they were in my next to last recruiting class that I had, and it's just been great to see them. And they're going to both graduate, and great. You know, that's the biggest thing. I love when Milton Hershey students stay close to home here, whether it's one of the trade schools or whether it's one of the colleges, but staying close to Milton Hershey where they have their support system that's still here is so helpful, so valuable.
Yeah. We'll get there. Nice tackle. Nice open. That was John.
Yep.
Alicia again. You know, Dion, I had him in an anatomy class as a senior, and, you know, I take a lot of pictures of the kids. I have slideshows with kids and all different things. I purposely printed some pictures of Dion when he was doing, like, different labs, so that when I have my sophomores in class and the kid's not doing what he's supposed to do, I could say, hey, take a look up there. Do you know who that's Dion? You see what he's doing? He's doing what he's supposed to be doing in class. And he never had to be asked.
Right.
He was a good student, you know. Dion was a great football player. He was a good student, you know. So that, I used to tell Dion, I asked him, do you mind if I put your picture up? Because, you know, so in the back of the room, one of those big bulletin boards, you got some pictures of him and some other guys, you know, remind the young kids.
That's it. It's, you know, so many guys want to go and play sports in college, but you have to be able to handle both. You have to be able to handle the academics, and you got to be able to handle the football rigor. And you know, it's tough. I know I talked to a number of the athletes here at Milton Hershey because they have dreams of playing college ball, and not just football, but other sports.
Right.
You know, I tell them, hey, the strength training, like that can't be something you're being forced to go to. You got to want to go and get in that weight room. We've got a really good strength coach right now, Logan.
Yep. Logan does
really
a nice job.
Really pushes kids hard, and but they got to show up.
They're big linemen, and they kicked out and led up through the hole there. Good blocking.
Yeah, we're dragging a little bit. Yep,
we're walking out, Coach.
Yeah. It's tough. Hey, listen, I think we've all been there in this situation in week 10. But you want to keep fighting, fight to the last minute.
Makes it 48-8. Well, Coach, there was a lot good from this game early on. You know, there's a lot to build on here.
There is, and you've got a couple. You know, we've mentioned some young players a couple times here in the second half. John Alicia and Dwayne Mitchell. I mean, those guys are underclassmen. They're making plays. You know, Logan Jerry's only a junior as well. Like you've got some
Kamari Cooper.
Yep, you've got some guys to build with here. So
Thomas Sardi's one of our track kids, a great kid. Yeah, he hasn't gotten a lot of playing time today, but he's a kid who should really help a lot the next 2 years.
Princeton Kanama, I've noticed him a good bit out in the field. He's only a sophomore, so you've got some guys to work with here. But you know they're going to have to be willing to put the time in.
Right.
You know that's the key is they've got to put. If you don't change between now and next August, then you're just the same, and that won't be good enough. So.
I think one of the biggest challenges we have here is getting these kids moving from kid expectations to adult expectations.
Yeah.
You know, and
point.
The kid expectation is, well, if there's a long weekend, why don't we go home? Well, if you're involved in something that you're passionate about, well, you're staying here because there's a game on Friday night and there's practice on Monday, and your world is different than another student who's able to go home for 3 days during your season. And that's always been a challenge. You know, the Thanksgiving breaks, the President's Day weekends is getting kids bought into that. It's super important that you're staying here and continue to get better over that weekend. You know, because the teams you're playing, they're not going anywhere.
Right.
They're staying. They're at home. They're staying home.
Here's where I would tell you there's an advantage, I think, here.
Yeah.
Now that the student homes are within walking distance of this school, you know, thinking creatively about getting in that weight room when they are on campus here, you know, there shouldn't be a day that goes by that you're not getting some type of workout in.
Right.
And that's for all our athletes. I'm talking about track and field. This good return here by one.
Yeah. Jaden Sopko, nice job. Yeah. Yes, and you know more student homes have dumbbells. They have kettlebells. Like you talk to a lot of kids, they over the last 10 years, most student homes have some better exercise equipment. And with some of the stuff that we do in our phys ed classes with Logan, like there's things they can do back in the student home that they don't need a long bar for.
Right.
That are safe and good for them. But it's a matter of them choosing to do it.
But there's opportunity. I guess my point is, you know, when you go to a public school situation where kids live far away and they can't get there, you know, there isn't a single kid that can't get into the building here. And so I just think if that piece starts to change, what that does for you at the high school level when you start winning the strength battle,
right?
You know, we have so many wonderful athletes here, and
well,
and good coaching. Listen, I get a chance to watch. I mean, I spent a lot of time this fall in watching our women's volleyball.
Right.
I mean, what a great group of girls. How they play with passion. They play for each other. You know, they made for first time ever in school history making the district playoffs. And
I don't think the guys knew who was getting thrown to there. It's kind of in between them.
I think you're right.
Jen's done a great job with volleyball. Our programs, we have good coaches, putting in a lot of time. You know, what's been interesting at night, if you walk around campus, we have more lighting so kids can walk at night.
Yeah.
And that's been a big change. A teacher I talked to about 2 weeks ago said they were doing something in the classroom late, and they were surprised how many kids were walking through our campus and then towards TL. I say, yeah, but if you look, they put in pathways with lights in front of Founders Hall to get to TL, so kids can be over here at Spartan Center. It's a nice walk. It's a nice little half-mile walk. A lot of lighting. It's safe. You know, our security's everywhere. Yeah, that's going to help our programs.
I agree. It is. It's so beautiful here now, and again, everything is just the security, as you mentioned, is top notch. So it's such a safe campus.
Get there.
Hold. Yeah, I'm afraid they're going to call a hold there.
Yeah. So we got Logan in the game.
I didn't see anything with on the quarterback, so I'm assuming that's all. Although it looks like they're marking this off against Susquehanna. Maybe they
face mask. There we go. I was out here the other night just for a couple minutes after track watching the 8th grade team play.
Oh yeah, they had that night game for the middle school team. There were so many kids here. That was wild.
I had no idea. I think every kid in the middle division was here, and they were excited.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I've worked a couple of our soccer games here in the stadium, and sometimes the elementary division, some of the student homes come, and those kids cheer so hard. It's so wonderful to see. It does your heart good. Going up for number 8.
Get there.
That's got to be a flag. Absolutely.
Yeah, a flag. Yeah, he never turned.
Never looked at the ball.
Never turned. Yeah, Kamari was open.
He's checking for rain. 26 from Susquehanna Township, but it's the right call.
Yeah. Kamari's young man just has to keep developing as a player. He's a big, strong kid. He's a good athlete. They had him a quarterback earlier in the year. There's got to be a place for him on this team.
Absolutely.
You know, he's so explosive and strong, and he's a hardworking kid. We have him in track. I mean, he's a hardworking kid. Sometimes you got to figure out how do you use a kid with his skill set. You know, like look him out there. He's blocking. Look at him blocking at the end of the game.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I watched him the whole play. We're down 41 points, and Kamari's out there blocking full speed as a sophomore. You know, that says a lot about him.
Well, you can imagine, too, he puts on another 10, 15 pounds of muscle. He's a guy that might be able to move into a tight end kind of spot. And now you're getting the best of both worlds. You can get him going matched up against a linebacker.
He's still growing, Coach.
Yeah.
All right, new quarterback, I think. We've got Elijah Hawkins in the game. Get a field.
Carried by number 20, Kanava. Tackle by number
Kamari just pancaked that defensive back on the outside. They're going at it. Well, Joe, it's nice having you back on campus.
Yeah, it's been wonderful.
Yeah,
I've
nice
really been
campus,
enjoying working as an event worker
Yeah.
here at Milton Hershey and getting a chance to see so many wonderful people that I've known over the years.
Yeah,
it was hard when I left Milton Hershey as a teacher. It was really tough, and it was my dream to be in college athletics and be a college football coach, and I was fortunate enough for that to happen for me.
Yeah.
But I've always had a love in my heart for this school. So
good to have you back. I like how our school has done that in the last couple of years, where we're bringing back some good adults who've worked here before. Maybe like Ricky, who didn't work here before, is just a great guy, and are just getting to know our kids. Just more, the more mentors they can have, the better. You know?
Cooper. Yep. I'm not sure who's that getting called on.
Oh no,
it's an unsportsmanlike. I can't tell if it's 8. Cooper and somebody at Cooper's coming off, so I'm afraid that might be on him.
Yeah,
that's good to see.
Yeah,
I was at a football game last night where there were between both teams probably about 15 unsportsmanlike.
Really,
and neither coach was pulling the player off afterwards. And this is athletics is still a teaching opportunity, as you know. Like it's not just about the wins and losses, but it's an opportunity to teach young men and young women the proper way to compete.
Right.
And there's no question that we just were talking about Cooper's a competitor, but you got to be able to reel it in at the right time, and it's good coaching to get him off the field for a little bit here.
Yep. Well, you don't want to reward it. It's just something that happens. You don't keep. He's got to come out.
Like I said last night, what I watched was two coaches that didn't do that, and it just made the game
escalates
difficult, and made the game difficult to watch. Hurt both teams, and
then what are you teaching? Is it win at all costs? And that's not where I think we should be in high school.
No, or any level, frankly. I
agree.
I can tell you, even at the college level, I've been disappointed about some of the things that have been allowed to go on by coaches, and because even at that level, we're still teachers. There's still young men that are trying to become men, and
right.
We have an obligation, I feel like, as coaches to do that.
Right. Agree.
I had a chance to. I coached Jimmy Taylor's son Rocco at Lebanon Valley, and we talk about a high character young man. Rocco, gave everything he had, worked really hard. He was undersized as a defensive lineman, but never stopped working and found ways to contribute to the team. And not surprised that getting to know Jimmy. I think that old saying about apples and trees, right?
Yeah, apples don't fall far from the tree. There's truth to that. A lot of truth to that. Yeah, Rocco's a good kid. I remember when he was in, when did they start flag football? 8 years old, 9 years old. He was on my son's teams as a little kid. Yeah, just hustling. And always happy for Rocco. But he's a man now. You see him. He's not a little kid anymore.
No, he definitely is.
Our kids grew up, Joe. Yeah. We got Logan back in there. Take off Logan. There you go.
There he goes. He's in. Oh! I got him. Clipped him by the ankle.
Running clock. About a minute 40 left.
Plenty of time to get in.
Let's get another one in there. Let's get one in there for Logan.
Finish this thing the right way, right?
Yep. Coach, you never want to lose, but, man, you learn so much, from situations like this. I've said to kids, being around this game a lot, number one, the day when you're going to feel your best is the day before the first practice. Then you're going to be sore the rest of the season.
That's a touchdown there.
That's a touchdown. Look at that.
Kanama for the Spartan touchdown.
That.
Sophomore.
Yeah.
Good sign. That's a good sign.
There you go.
Got some young guys up on the line of scrimmage blocking for him right now.
Yep. Elijah's still in there. John's still in there.
Yep.
Yeah, Kobe Brown in there. Is that Kobe? No, that was Jeremiah still. Jeremiah's a senior, but yeah. But you learn a lot about yourself going through a season like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you got to reevaluate. Do you keep going? Do you keep playing? If you want to keep playing, what do you do? And yeah. We've all been there. How do you get better? And then, man, is it rewarding the next season when you do get better?
Well, that's it. Sometimes it takes these moments. Hopefully within that junior class, there's some leadership there. I would hope that Logan Jerry is a focal point of that he brings these guys together that are juniors and sophomores. Say, hey, we got through this, but let's not do that again. Let's find a way. I mean, you got Abram Herring's only a sophomore, 44, good football player. He's a good football player. There's some talent there, but they got to come together and work together and galvanize together, and that'll go a long way.
Yeah.
The other thing I think that's good here at Milton Hershey School, Dennis, is the team support. Coaches, your track coaches, they want guys doing other sports.
Right.
The football coach wants them. And football coaches are wrestling coach. The so often in the public school system, those coaches are fighting amongst themselves for athletes.
Yeah.
And here, it's encouraged to be a multi-sport athlete.
Yep. There's truth to that. I had some kids in class ask me about winter track, and I said, winter track is only for kids who are not doing a winter sport.
Yeah.
Or shouldn't you be wrestling or playing basketball or, what I mean?
Right.
It's a secondary. We are only a couple days, we're 3 days a week, but every gym space, we're secondary. You should be doing another sport. That's the primary focus in the winter is a winter sport. And that you're right. That's a lost art in a lot of public schools. Having nieces and nephews who did that, and knowing some of my neighbors, and you hear about what's going on. Well,
There it is, 2-point
There you go,
conversion
2
there.
points in.
2-point conversions.
Good
All right.
job. I don't think that was called either. I think that was a bot snap handle.
Susquehanna Township 49.
All right.
Holder did a nice job. One released really well and gets 2 points there.
All right, 49-16. Well, I wish Susquehanna Township well in the playoffs. You and I both know Joe. Hope they have some success. We were joking earlier that one of our former students, her son's one of their main players, so it's good to see them do well. Yeah, we hope they go far. Joe,
yeah, I do too. Yep, Joe Heaton is somebody I have just a ton of respect for over the years of coaching, and just like all coaches, he's had some moments where didn't have maybe quite the talent, and had some tough years, but they hung in there with him, and at the end of the day, he's going to get the very most out of every one of his teams, and so it's really neat to see him have a team like this year.
Yeah. And our guys, of course, be going to winter sports. Like you said, our basketball team should be pretty competitive. Wrestling, a lot of young guys who learned last year, they should be more competitive. Our swimming numbers are higher than they've ever been.
Yeah.
Girls basketball.
The swimming, real quick, not to interrupt you, but
yeah.
I was working the open swim, and I think I had 13 or 14 of the swim team kids came in to get a swim in on their own. Like, that's good, awesome. Right? That's good stuff. So go ahead. You were going to say that.
Oh, just our girls basketball program. We have some girls. You can only keep so many kids, and we have some girls who played last year who didn't make the team this fall, or excuse me, this winter. But Joe, we've had some girls come in who are just, they play hard, they understand the game. You know what I mean? Like our girls basketball team right now, watching them because we have winter track or it's fall track while they're working out. That group is just a little more fine-tuned than they've been. Lisa's been here for a couple of years now, so I hope they have a lot of success. Yeah, there's a lot of good things happening in Milton Hershey athletic-wise.
Be nice to see nice defensive play here too in this game.
Get a field. There you go.
There it is. Good gang tackle.
Nice. Again, guys are getting to the ball. 70 just pushed down.
Yeah, that was a cheap shot.
Yeah, it was a cheap shot in Lawrence. Lawrence kept his cool.
Yep. Roberto.
Yep. Ethan Roberto on the tackle.
2nd and 11.
Ethan's a tough kid. He's a little wrestler. He's one of those, every school has a couple of little dudes who are just, they're just high energy.
Tough as nails.
Tough as nails, man. I love those guys. Yeah, Ethan's one of those guys. Yeah. We had a lot of those guys at Middletown growing up, man. They're the heart of your sports team sometimes, Well,
I used to always say Middletown always had that one offensive lineman that only weighed about 165 pounds, but you knew that was a problem because he was going to be the toughest guy on the field.
Yeah. Yeah, your year's kid came in, Kevin Smith, man, he was tough.
Yep.
Holding guard, he was a linebacker.
I remember him.
Yeah, Kevin Smith. Yeah, tough kid.
Guy that put a sticking on me was that Ty Snavely.
Ty. I just saw him 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Well, that'll wrap it up.
That's
it looks like that, Dennis. Thanks for having me on with you. Really enjoyed it.
You, Joe.
I love watching this game and rooting for Milton Hershey and there's still a lot of Spartan pride, which is exciting to see.
Yeah, a lot of good people here. It's good homecoming. You see so many familiar faces and people hugging, and even the score wasn't what we wanted. Hopefully this builds.
Yeah, well, it was good. Ended with a score. I think that was a really good thing. And again, even though there was maybe a little bit of head hanging, there wasn't that. They weren't fighting amongst themselves. They were fighting together, and that's a good sign too, especially with so many young players playing.
Yep. Hey, if you guys at home, if you have anybody who might be able to benefit from the Milton Hershey School and its programs, please look at mhskids.org. You can find anything you need there about admissions, about job opportunities. If you know anybody who might make good house parents, maybe a young couple has just been married for a couple of years, please have them check it out, man. It's life-changing, and you truly get to change the lives of some young people. All right.
Thank you.
Joe. Appreciate you, man. For Milton Hershey, final score 49-16. Go Spartans.